Here's the thing. There's no video. So basically Dooby is facing allegations of essentially creating a CP factory, a virtual CP factory. Like he actually has like 2,000 children in his server that he claims to be about politics. All right. Dooby himself is a groiper. It's pretty obvious that he's a fascist groiper person. And, you know, groipers, they don't really believe in the age of consent. So it kind of makes sense. So Dooby is here, you know, claiming to personally handle a CP to send to the FBI when the right protocol is to send hyperlinks and links to the FBI when you make a report. Okay, that's the right protocol from what I know, at least from what Connor says. Okay, and since Connor hates me, you can trust what he says, and since he just sweeps for Dooby, you can trust what he says. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to send links to the FBI. All right, Dooby doesn't do that. Dooby looks at the CP, takes a screenshot of the CP. He keeps the CP for himself, and then we don't know what happens after that, okay? It could entirely be the case that he keeps the CP for himself, and that's it. Now, I do not know what the fuck he's up to, all right? But as far as I'm concerned, what it sounds like a, you know, a child exploitation environment, okay? And he also wants, like, actual PDFs to come in to talk to children in his server, okay? So these are the things that he is being faced with. Now, this brave person, this brave DGGer, okay, named Aftermath, okay? Aftermath, if you're watching, I do want to talk to you, okay? Based King, okay? He comes in, is angry, but coherent. Okay, he is loud, angry, but coherent. Okay, he does spurg out, but it's a righteous spurg out, okay, against someone like Dooby. And I kind of want to cover this from the very beginning because I think his performance was quite good from where we left off, okay? So I do want to cover Aftermath here, okay, whoever this person is. Let's take a look. Now, again, there is no video, so there's only audio here, so keep that part in mind.
Hello. I essentially kind of have four-ish questions. First one, is it true that you focus on Destiny's possession of CSAM? Because, I mean, isn't it true that it was a catfish that didn't even pretend to be a minor? It ended up being media of a minor, but it was an adult man who pretended to be an adult woman, and that's all that ever Destiny saw. So that's why you focus on the possession part. I guess that's not really a question; it's more of a statement. But second of all, the my ADHD brain does this. Second of all, if Destiny's court case settles in a favorable way to Destiny, will you feel weird about any of the statements you've made? Will you make a public apology?
No, I don't think it's even in contention that he shared news without consent or has done any of the other shit that I've claimed he's done.
I mean, that court case is still going as far as I'm aware.
Hold on. Like early on, there were screenshots between him and Pixie where he admitted that he'd sent it without consent. So unless he lied for some reason when he was apologizing for showing her news without consent, or his ex-wife.
The beginning of my question was if the case settles favorably to Destiny, will it be awkward? And you're saying it's just not even a question; it's already settled.
My understanding is, like I said, I'm not following like every step of the case. The most I've seen recently, or in the last year, was just that one video I watched the other day with some lawyer dude going over it.
You do sound kind of sick though.
My understanding from early on was that the issue wasn't whether or not he sent it without consent. The issue was whether or not the federal law was in place at the time. Or he like done it before or after the federal law was in place, and whether or not that was illegal technically at the time, it's still fucking wrong. So,
I mean, they met talking about sharing things with people. It didn't go correctly, but it's not as clear cut as
it is. People it's not even just her; it's just ex-wife, it's like three or four other people. So whether or not
how many of them are actually testifying? How many of them are actually providing evidence? Essentially, none of them.
Hold on, that's not true.
It's falling. So when the court case falls apart, and it will, if the court case falls apart, and it will you feel awkward about the thousands of dollars you wasted spreading a false narrative about Destiny to random live streamers?
Yeah, I don't think I've wasted thousands of dollars spreading a false narrative.
You've done it even when you've admitted to that in the conversation the other day.
Oh, hold on.
And also, you donate to live streamers that Destiny's even talking to. It's insane, dude. And the hours and hours you spend, it's mentally unwell.
Okay, so I'll respond to all that. So one, again, whether or not it was technically illegal at the time, it's still wrong to do, right? So, two, I've known all these people for between 7 and 10 years, or actually 6 and 10 years with some of them. So I've known all of them. I've been in their communities forever. I've been on tons of debate panels with them. I've watched their content forever. So this idea that like I'm watching them and donating to them like I always have because of Destiny is ridiculous. It's just like delusional paranoia.
Well, I'm not saying the only reason you ever donated to Destiny. The only reason you've ever donated was because of Destiny. I never said that. I never said that.
That's fine. So even in the cases where he was like when he was debating Pisco, for example, and it wasn't even about this shit. It was about him claiming that Pisco was like sweeping for tankies or whatever the fuck, right? He was like trying to suck up to Hassan, and that all socialists were actually communists and like tankies and shit, or Solonists, which is totally fucking ridiculous, right? So he knows what incrementalism is. He was pretending not to know what incrementalism is during that conversation, so he could slander Pisco. That's all that was. Because Pisco was one of the people because Pisco pulled away from him for, I think, clear and obvious reasons when the revenge porn should happen.
It has nothing to do with the definition of incrementalism, okay? The broader context of the debate was that Pisco was cozying up to the snarkers, in addition to like being a lot more allowing of Hassan, right? Yeah, like that is an issue. Sure, yeah. Like this talk about like how it's about incrementalism is copium, right? Obviously.
Pisco dropped all the shit they were doing, pulled away. Totally reasonable to do. I think Destiny's a little spied over that. Please let me finish.
So I'm glad everybody will be back when the lawsuit is settled and it's over.
No, I don't think so at all. So I think Destiny's full spied over that. So he's been looking for some way to slander Pisco. That's it. That's all that was. So while he was on Pisco's stream arguing about this other shit.
Why the fuck would Destiny slander Pisco? Why would you wait? As opposed to all the times that Destiny has covered Pisco in a good light after the bridge is gone. So after the bridge is gone, after the friendliness is gone, Pisco, like, does that not count? Because from what I remember, Steven cheers on Pisco against Republicans all the time.
Not only did I
what even is the slander? What even is the slander about Pisco?
I can get that. Not only did I disagree with him about the topic they were discussing, because I saw clearly that he was being dishonest about that topic, but I also had criticisms of his other behavior. I don't think he should even be allowed to like be on these platforms with people. I think he should be ostracized until he clears all this shit up and he takes accountability. Now, I'm not going to let me finish, please. I'm not going to devote my time to convincing wrong. Please stop. I'm not going to devote my time to like convincing other people to do that.
You already do. That's what you do for hours on the day. You do that for thousands of dollars on the day. That's literally all you do. Is try to convince people. That's literally all you try to do. You post announcements on your Glab. You're the biggest politics Discord server on, and to tell me you don't try to spend time convincing. That's all you do, Dooby. That's all you do.
Yeah, they're like Dooby doesn't spend any time. Like even if he, I by the way, I don't think Dooby has kids. Okay. I really don't think Dooby has kids. I don't think Dooby has a family. No way. Okay. He spends, and if he does, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. Okay. It just means that he's incredibly negligent. Okay. Because he spends all of his time being the admin of the politics server. Okay. Promoting it, and doing events and live streams and such about, like Destiny. Okay. Or like trying to screenshot CP. He's too busy screenshotting CP to take care of anybody. There's no fucking shot, okay? So he's either like the worst father in the world, or like he's just lying, right? Obviously. I think he's lying, okay, personally speaking. Because when he was giving out advice about parenting to somebody who claims to be someone who is like about to raise kids, he gave some of the most like generic nothing burger advice I have ever heard. Like the things that he was saying was like, well, just know that, you know, what you think you know is not what you know. And what you know right now is not not necessarily true. And like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, hello?
Literally all you do. Stop.
Let me know when you're ready.
Like what?
Hello?
Are you done? Wait, hold on. I'd like to finish. So, I understand that yes, sometimes he comes up, or he like there's a new development, or he does some other stupid thing not even related to the revenge porn that he spread around. And when that happens, because he's a large content creator in the political space, and I've been in the political space forever, and I like politics and like discussing politics and like discussing these issues. Yes, I will talk about what he said and criticize him. Absolutely, everybody does it. So if I were doing this for Hassan, I don't think you guys would be freaking out this way. If I were doing this for fucking David Pakman, I don't think you'd be freaking out this way. I think you have some psychosexual attachment to Destiny, and this is why you're behaving like this, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
However,
I just want to be real about what's happening, which is that.
Explain that. Explain that further, please. Explain that further. Explain that further. How am I psychosexually?
I can't think of any other reason.
Attached to Destiny.
I can't think of any other
reason. Explain that. What do you mean? What do you mean by psychosexual?
Oh my god.
Explain it.
I'm trying to get into it. I can't think of any other reason to be this worked up about me criticizing some fucking streamer like I criticize many other streamers.
What is?
So when, oh god, please. So when you don't need to mute him.
Tell me.
Fine, don't mute. So again, I've criticized lots of other streamers, lots of political figures. I've never seen you react this way to me doing that. Right. So if you're getting this worked up over me criticizing some fucking streamer, there's something more. There's something more going on.
No, right. he's not just criticizing Steven. He's trying to ruin his life, right? Like obviously.
The fuck it is.
You defended the January 6th insurrection, so you're a dishonest fuck to begin with.
I just don't think it was an
you were a
insurrection.
coward. You were a
Dooby's child here. I haven't eaten in 2 weeks because Dad keeps giving our money to streamers online. He also keeps debating me on the need for him to get a job. Please help. Good one.
coward in the January 6th debate. You know that. You unmuted retard to talk over me. It was very clear.
True. Hold on. That's entirely dishonest.
It is entirely.
Yeah, exactly, Salad, you're right. Like, what other streamer did he donate like thousands of dollars to talk about, right? Like, if he does this normally with other streamers, then fine, right? But why is it specifically Steven, right? Very sus. Yeah.
Be honest. Yes, and it was to be one-on-one, and you unmuted people specifically to talk over me. Yeah, you're a little coward bitch.
And you were crying.
You're a little coward bitch. Bring Destiny in here if you're not a coward bitch. Bring Destiny in here.
Please. I have like 3 shots at him over the last week. Like, I'm not afraid to talk Destiny. But to be clear, Aftermath, when we had that January 6th discussion, you were like very emotional, and I felt like you're crying.
No,
right?
No, really because you were ignoring. So, okay, then address the fact that Trump and his lawyers were calling congressmen inside the Capitol during the riot to pressure them. You had no answer for that.
I understand. I'm not disagreeing with that. What our disagreement was
well, then thank you for admitting that you're a coward fuck.
Please let me finish. What I was disagreeing with is whether or not the vast majority of these insurrectionists, quote unquote, were there to try to overthrow the election. I think that a lot of these people, it was like a riot.
They were there because they told her there was a stolen election.
Please, they were not there to overturn the election.
Yes, they were there because he told them to be there because it was
turned into a riot. That's what I think it was. I'm sure there were some people there who were doing that, who were there to try to overturn the election because they thought,
yeah, it's kind of weird that he pardoned all the people who were convicted of trying to overthrow the government. But
I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced that that's what the vast majority of these people were trying to do, and I think a lot of these people were slandered maliciously. And you know what? That wasn't the discussion before. The discussion was January 6th is an insurrection or not insurrection. You said it wasn't.
Yeah,
my answer is still no. The answer is no.
So, but no, it's not. It's not.
So stupid. Dooby is like obviously a Nazi, dude. He's not a Nazi for not believing that the insurrection was not like for not believing that January 6th was an insurrection or not. That's not why, like I say, like in my opinion, that he's a Nazi. Like it's just that all the facts just like literally line up, right? Like he is found in far right servers. Number one, he is found in far right servers. Number two, he likes PDFs a lot. Okay, very Groiper like, very nice. Okay, number three, he has very dubious beliefs surrounding Jewish people. All right, that's another thing. Number four, I don't know. There's just so much. There's just so much, man. Yeah. Also, like, yeah, Nick Fuentes. Guess who also supported January 6th? Nick Fuentes, right? Right? Yeah. I could be sick, actually. Yeah. because even though I'm happy right now, I am not really feeling that well. I will say that. I think I just need to sleep earlier, for sure. Like tonight, I'll try to sleep earlier, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Jesus. Yeah. Just mainly because, like, for the past few days, the way I've been covering content is, like, I've been going, like, way too much into the late night. Which makes me, like, stay up later as well. Because usually I end just about right now, to be honest. Or just about, like, 1 hour or 2 hours from now. But yeah, I need to get rest as well. Okay.
Insurrection because most of the people didn't try to do it. There was like 15 people who were convicted of actual seditious conspiracy. It was an actual insurrection. There were actually people there to do insurrection.
Okay, so what did those people actually do? Like, what were the insurrection steps they took?
Gotcha.
What were they planned for occupying the building. They planned things like, can we trap congressmen in the tunnel underneath? There was.
Yeah, sure. Like, for example, the Oath Keepers kept around like plastic cuffs and shit, like ropes and shit for the congressmen and the politicians, right? The Oath Keepers did that. There was also like the fucking the Proud Boys who literally just planned the entire thing, like after Charlottesville, right? Like you can draw a line A to B for like these events, right?
A QRF, a quick reaction force of a stockpile of weapons nearby at the ready for it to be called up, for it to be brought over, to be distributed.
Wait,
there were guns in the crowd. There were weapons in the crowd. Donald Trump himself admitted that.
There's sticky bombs,
so to be clear,
right?
You're saying
bombs
that these people had this plan to get into the Capitol, and they got into the Capitol, and they got very close to the politicians that they wanted to kill, But
Yes.
they had weapons there in the crowd, they had guns in the crowd, and they did not
Yep.
do this. They did not kill it. They didn't actually take the actions to carry out the
Well,
instruction.
well, they got 40 feet away from trapping in the vice president and the vice president's
If
own
their
Secret
intention
Service.
was to
Hold
murder the
on,
vice
let me
president
finish.
and to
Let
murder
me
those
finish.
people,
You know
why
I
didn't
have a
they do it?
point. You know I have a point. That's why you're talking over me.
No, sure.
No, you're talking over me. Rioters got 40 feet away from Mike Pence from blocking him in, from literally blocking him in, and his own Secret Service were calling family members saying that they thought they were worried that they were about to die. They were saying they're calling the loved ones, telling them possibly goodbye because they were about to be trapped in with no escape route. And these people were there to kill him. Do you
Okay.
like?
So
Are you
again,
going to pretend that they weren't?
So again, if they're there to kill him, and they had guns.
I think there was like one specific politician who said that he was ready to take the sword off of his display in his office to defend his staffers. That was so badass. I have no idea whether or not he was actually going to do it or not. But he basically said that, like, yeah, I was like ready. I was ready to take up the sword to defend my staffers. Like, yeah, Jesus Christ. Because I think that he also served in the army. Now, lots of politicians have served in the army before and among the Marines and stuff. So it's not an uncommon thing. But yeah, like, I could believe it. Dude, that would have been epic.
That weapons that day, and there were 40.
It doesn't need that. You don't need that.
Like you have a bunch of LARPers, you have a bunch of like fucking conservative LARPers versus like an actually like trained ex-Marine, right?
To kill somebody.
And,
I hate to break that.
Even better. So they didn't even need the guns that they had, but they had guns, and they're 40 feet from the guy, and they're like overwhelming the Capitol Police, and they're right fucking there. Why didn't they kill him?
Because they barely managed to find a lucky gap where they managed to get him out. This is all in the testimony. You can go watch all of this in the J6 community hearing videos. This is all testified to. There's evidence, video evidence of this.
Why didn't they kill any of the police officers there, or the other politicians there, or
they caused the death of 5 officers.
No, why did they murder them for their insurrection?
They got line of duty deaths. Do you understand what line of duty death designation is?
I understand that some guy had like a heart attack at some point. Another guy killed himself.
No, it's not about a heart attack. These were deaths as a result of the January. Which, by the way, fun fact, Dooby. Here's a real fun fact. More officers died as a result of January 6th on one day in one place than the entirety of the BLM riots over the entirety of 2020 nationwide combined.
How many were there?
How many were there? Of what?
How many died?
You have to keep in mind that like the people. God, why am I venturing into politics? Okay, whatever, man. Like I'll also flex my political knowledge as well. Okay, fine. I will do what I must. All right, but I'm pretty sure like 3 to 5 people died, and on the day of, I think, or something. But like a lot more committed suicide, I think, after January 6th. Okay, like I don't know how many officers died after January 6th, because I'm pretty sure a good amount of them committed suicide and had heart failure afterwards. 5 officers who responded to the January 6th attack died in the aftermath of the event. Okay, 5. Yeah, 5 after the attack. And I'm pretty sure a lot more got PTSD and serious issues. How many officers got PTSD after Jan 6? Oh, more than 140 police officers who sustained physical injuries. A significant and widely acknowledged portion has suffered from long-term post-traumatic stress disorder and lingering psychological trauma. Oh, I hope that, I think that really answers the question. Jesus. Over 140? That's pretty fucking crazy, no?
The line of duty death was given to, I believe it was 4 or 5 officers after January 6th because their deaths were
none of them died on that. None of them died at the riot. You're saying they died
all
later.
All of their deaths were designated as related to the riot. Every single one.
So none of them died there.
Including Sicknick, by the way, which people say was a head injury,
suicide,
coroner,
or heart attack, or some other shit, and these are things were contributed to the stress from the riot. So again, my question is, if these people had weapons,
if the stress of a riot causes a cop to die, I'm going to blame the riot. I'm going to blame the riot, dude.
I'm sorry, that's stupid.
If the stress of a riot causes a cop to die, I'm going to blame the riot. That's stupid to you? That's stupid to you.
Yeah, I think it's stupid, yes. So again, if they had weapons, they were there to violently overthrow the fucking government. They had weapons in the crowd, and they'd overwhelm the police.
Dude, can somebody please ask Dooby about like what caused George Floyd's death? Can somebody please ask Dooby what caused George Floyd's death? Please, I need to hear this. I really, really need to hear it. Please, it would tie together everything so well. It would actually tie together everything so well, because I think I know what his answer is.
Right there in the fucking Capitol, and the politicians were like down the hall.
Please,
the intention was to do that. They would have done it. They didn't.
Hang my pants! Hang my pants! Hang my pants! Puts a guillotine outside. Oh, they're definitely, or not a guillotine, but Hangman's news. Oh yeah, they're just definitely.
That was not okay.
They're all
You need to
here
look at the
shake
pictures of the
hands?
Hangman's news. Like, what are you talking about? It was like 3 2x4s. It was not going to hang
It
anybody.
was a message. It was a message, Doobie. It's not about
Okay,
whether the
so
whole
when
thing could actually
people take
support a
effigies
human
of Donald
being.
Trump, okay, so typically I fucking hate Donald Trump, right? I wish he would be executed. But
No,
when
you
people take
don't.
effigies out
No,
to
you
protest,
don't. You love him.
when they take effigies out to protest Donald Trump hanging, or if they set him on fire, whatever the fuck, you're telling me that those people, their intention there.
Oh, you have to keep in mind. You have to keep in mind that like when he is talking about like, oh, I hate Donald Trump, it's that he thinks that Donald Trump is not doing enough, right? You have to keep in mind that groypers, right? Groypers will like the reason why they hate Donald Trump is like completely different on why we hate Donald Trump, right? Yeah. Is that they do approve of the cruelty that he's doing. He's just not doing enough cruelty fast enough, right? He's doing it incompetently, right?
Is to tell Donald Trump they're going to kill him.
Are they doing that right outside of his residence, outside of his bedroom window? Are they doing this like in a way that actually threatens his life? Are they doing this in an actual way that threatens where his life is actually legitimately in danger?
Yeah, I think they've done this outside of the White House over the years. Yeah.
Was his life legitimately in danger?
Or even outside of his rallies and shit.
Legitimately in danger, Doobie, from these protests.
If they'd attacked him, yeah, it would have been. But
they didn't.
Their intention.
You had to add that. You had to add that. You had to say, he attacked. He didn't even attack. You had to make that up, Dooby. You had to add things in.
I don't think their intention was to kill Donald Trump. I don't think that the people you're speaking about, these rioters, I don't think their intention was to kill these politicians or my cons.
Yes, there were. It's all documented. Go watch the January 6th commission videos. Anybody listening to this, go watch the January 6th commission videos.
Here's what we'll do.
This is fucking lying. Here's
what we'll do. Here's what we'll do.
And other things as well, like things about Destiny being a predator going into women. No, women approach him. Women approach him, bro. They hit him up.
Do they tell him to share their names without consent?
In some cases, they had discussions where adult consensual sharing was mentioned. Yes.
Did his ex-wife say that she told him specifically not to share?
And might I add, okay, at least all the scandals, like all the scandals that Stephen was actually legitimately involved in consisted of what he believed to be adults, okay? Adults, by the way, all right? Like we can talk about Rose memes like all day, every day, because it's like epic and haha. But like at the end of the day, like that was not like him knowingly interacting with a minor, right? Like Dooby is different. Dooby is built different, right? Like he is actually interacting with known minors, asking them to hand over CP, right? Like that is different. That is different, right? Yeah.
Her nudes without consent, and he sent it to some girl on Twitter that he'd known for like less than 2 weeks.
Not that I know of. I mean, feel free to send
she didn't go on stream.
DMs,
she didn't go on stream repeatedly and say that he done it without consent. There was no consent for anything.
I don't recall this. You can feel free to send me the evidence in DMs.
So Pixie isn't currently suing him.
I mean, Pixie's full of shit. Pixie's full of shit. So.
Okay, she's full of shit. Okay. Do you think it was right for him to try to get her wife rewarded?
She threatened suicide and was like demanding money. It's extortion.
Well, yeah, her news.
I don't think I have time for that.
Sex for like many people
well,
feel emotionally
he offered to make things right. He offered to make things right because she was upset. But no, she wanted more money.
I don't know how you feel. Maybe if your dick was posted all over the internet, or you get like second some dude's dick was posted on the internet, you'd feel totally fine about this. But some people are going to be emotional.
I don't think Pixie did all of this like crazy shit for money. I think it's pretty clear to me that she did it for her own ego. Yeah, because she wanted to be one of the women who came out against like a predator or some shit like that, right? Because she probably sees a lot of examples of Me Too people, and then she wishes that she was in their position. That's my guess. That's my guess for Pixie's psychology, right? She's doing this for fun, basically. Yeah, which is pretty evil and psychotic in my opinion. All right, but
really impacted by this, but all the hate they're getting, all the people making fun of them and reposting it.
So when the court case falls apart,
reasonable
will you
for her to feel?
By the way, okay, in case you wonder like what's the backup or evidence for what my claim is, just look at her Twitter posts. Just look at what she says publicly, okay? The way she says things publicly and her Twitter posts are all like, real predators get what they deserve. Like always like subtweeting Steven as like some kind of like predator or some shit like that. Like the way she talks is like very clearly like in a very fake Me Too way, right? Like she's clearly LARPing as like a Me Too person. Like this is like her trying to have her moment in the spotlight, basically. That's my proof. That's my proof. Okay, that's the proof I would like to present for Pixie's mindset. Yeah.
Is for her to feel emotionally impacted enough that she'd consider suicide. This is.
Will you publicly apologize when the lawsuit
I don't know why you think it's reasonable.
Falling apart. It's literally falling apart.
I don't know why you think it's reasonable to just dismiss that those emotions that she had after her fucking news were leaked without her consent.
Her emotions. I'm sorry, threatening suicide and wanting more money for it.
She felt suicidal. She was emotionally impacted by what happened. Yes, she's a human being.
Now,
I'm gonna say this. All right, fuck. There's just so much to correct because Dooby is either lying. I think he's lying, but or Dooby is like Yeah, or he legitimately does not know, okay? But Pixie has already admitted to Straight Array that she was faking the suicidality, okay? In the released President's Sunday video, there were leaked DMs of Straight Array, essentially telling President Sunday, I think, or somebody else, or Kyla, that Pixie was faking her suicidality. So then she can get Steven's attention. Yeah.
I don't know why you just don't give a fuck about women. But yeah, she was a human being who had fucking feelings. Was not happy with her news being shared without her consent. Yes. Like, what do you mean?
She was threatening suicide in a way that is not genuine. She was threatening suicide in a way. She's trying to milk
how do you know? Why would you know
that's what it is?
Okay, please. Why the fuck would you say?
Because he offered to make things right, and all she did was just go absolutely fucking insane, ballistic, and start threatening and shit.
Like, do you have any like female family members?
Are you going to publicly apologize when the lawsuit falls apart?
No, because I think the shit that he did, whether or not it was technically legal,
how much do you want to bet?
It's right. I don't think legal equals moral, right? So whether or not it was technically legal at the time, because
I can't believe Foodshops doesn't have the new plushie Get with the Times foods. No, this is the best version of the plushie. I'm sorry. Like, I do think that this is the best version of the plushie. I know the new. I've seen some newer designs of the DG plushie, but I don't like them. I personally don't like them. I think that this version is the best version. Yes, because it copies the DGL like fucking logo exactly, basically. And I got it at the same time as Ukrainian Anna 2 years ago, and we both traded pictures of us holding the plushie. So that was pretty fucking neat. Yeah. Yeah. We essentially agreed to buy the plushie at the same time.
That's your way out. Even though you know the legal part's not going to work.
Federal revenge porn law had not been passed, if I remember correctly.
You have nothing.
So he might get away with it, right?
You have nothing. Because you have nothing.
Whether or not the federal revenge porn law was in place, it was so wrong for him to do, and I think he's still a piece of shit for doing it. So I will not apologize. What the fuck's wrong with you?
There were adults that he was consensually sharing, and they were consensually sharing, and he made a mistake through that. It's a muddied water mistake.
What was the mistake? What was the mistake?
But he's not going to accept that his entire life needs to be ruined over this.
What was the mistake? What was the mistake?
The mistake, I think, was sharing with someone, and if again, I'm not an expert on literally every single detail of this myself, but from what I understand is that ADHD dropped the sentence. Remind me of this. What was the mistake he made? Yes, I think he was with a bunch of people who were about consensually sharing shit with people, and he made a mistake. And the mistake was share. The thing about revenge porn.
What was the mistake?
I think there has to be malice. Does there not have to be malice?
No. What was the mistake?
Does there not have to be malice?
What was the mistake?
The mistake was sharing it with somebody that she didn't want it shared with.
What does that mean? So
even though
without consent, right? So sharing her news without consent, and not just hers, other people.
But a mistake is not revenge.
Can you just say those words? Can you just say those words for me? Can you please say the words? Destiny shared their news without consent.
By mistake.
No. He intentionally shared them. What are you talking about? He meant to share the news.
I don't think he intentionally shared it out. I don't think he intentionally shared it outside of the consensual sharing.
He intentionally shared it with this girl who he'd known for less than 2 weeks, who'd met on fucking Twitter, who ended up being a minor, by the way. So please, like,
wait, is this the Rose character? You mean the man who pretended to be an adult woman? That one?
Okay.
The one that Destiny only ever thought was an adult woman.
Please, again.
That's why you focus on the possession stuff, because you know you don't have anything on that.
Why you're doing? I don't know why. Okay, if you want me to
because he never knew. He never thought it was a minor. He never thought it was a minor. He never thought it was a minor. You know he never thought it was a minor.
You interrupt me, you look desperate. So please, just let me finish, please. So I understand.
I wonder if Aftermath has does he have evidence on hand? Because there is evidence on hand. Like I could probably dig up evidence on hand, but like yeah, before going into a debate like this, it's good to have evidence on hand as well. But to be fair, like he's correct. Like he's correct on everything he's saying, to be fair, right?
That when they were sexting and when he was sending this girl the news without consent, he didn't think it was a minor. I understand that.
Thank you. End of story. Done.
No, that's not
the whole fucking thing.
That's not the whole fucking thing. There are more parts.
Except for the $90,000 lawyers that he listened to when he asked them what to do. Are you telling me that the $90,000 lawyers are pedophiles? Are the $90,000 lawyers pedophiles, Dooby? Answer me that.
I needed to let me. I will happily answer that question.
Thank you.
I'll answer that after.
Yes or no? Are his $90,000 lawyers pedophiles?
After I got the other shit, I'll happily answer.
No, yes or no? Right now, are his $90,000 lawyers?
I don't have any reason to think his lawyers are pedophiles. No.
Okay, good, because they gave him advice and he followed it.
I also don't think $90,000 an hour. Like I don't know where that came from. But to be clear, I just like to go.
I didn't say an hour. But I remember him citing that number on stream. It's like $90,000 lawyers, and he's not he's not stupid. You think he's stupid?
I know you think he's so smart. He would never do the things that he did. I get it. So
he didn't.
I get it. Yeah, he didn't do the things he did. That's what you just said. Okay.
No,
So
he
to be
didn't. He didn't
clear,
sex
let me just-
a fucking minor.
That's okay.
Fuck.
I disagree with that, but I understand at the time he didn't know she was a
Oh,
minor.
what is the
Because
evidence
I
for
don't
him
think-
sexting a
no.
minor? Tell me right now.
His own
What is the
words.
evidence?
It was
Okay.
reported and leaked.
Okay, he said in DMs, you can find him if you want to, that he had multiple phone conversations with this person. So I don't buy the story months later that it was actually a dude. So either he was lying when he said he had multiple phone conversations with them, or he's lying when he said it was a dude and never spoke to them.
Well,
Either way, he's
I remember
lying.
his
So
last.
which lie do you believe?
I remember him last saying that. I think he.
Or it could be someone with a voice changer. The fuck? You think that's so hard to set up? You think it's hard for someone to set up a voice changer or to practice? Like if Solo was a person who like does criminal CSAM trading as a actual like money maker, right? As a job, as a criminal job, then why wouldn't he have tools set up so then he is able to do like fucking for example, voice training and like fucking pitch modulators and stuff. Like, yeah, obviously, right?
Maybe talk to her once on the phone, which maybe he's lying. It's true. Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's lying. But if that's the case, God knows how far this went. Maybe there was a fucking AI voice. Who fucking knows?
I
don't know.
So
I mean, it's an adult man pretending to be an adult woman, which is weird. It's not generally how a catfishing.
So to be clear, the
works
mistake he made. I want you to say this because I think you agree with me about this. The mistake he made.
Go to a deposition.
Was sharing
right?
other people's nudes without their consent with an e-girl that he thought was 18 years old that he'd met on Twitter less than 2 weeks prior.
But you have to provide context.
Yes or no
there was a community. Was there also a community of consensual sharing that was not including that? But what do you admit that there was?
Okay, the keyword there is consensual. Did he have consent to share with this girl?
But in this specific case, no. But there were other cases that were yes.
Repeat that. So Destiny had no consent.
There were other cases that were yes. So you have to admit that there's context.
Yeah, sure. So did Destiny have consent?
I think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake.
Can you please just repeat it? Destiny did not have consent to share Pixie's nudes with this girl.
Say it again.
Can you just tell me? I think you agree with me. Destiny did not have consent to share all the nudes he shared with that girl, with his Twitter e-girl.
No, he had consent, implied consent. The judge also said as such. Yeah. It's okay. I won't fault like a random DGGer for not like knowing all the arguments ahead of time. Like that's okay. But you have to keep in mind. You have to keep in mind that again, right? It is implied consent, right? Implied consent. That's literally what the judge said themselves. Okay. And you also have to keep in mind that in Pixie's testimony of this, right, in the hearing, she also admitted that she shared her boyfriend's shit without consent as well, right? So you have to give Pixie the same level of shit, right? Like to remain consistent. Yeah.
Who's actually apparently a dude and 17 years old.
But see, what I see happening.
Why can't you say that? It's just true. You agree with that?
Because it's not he didn't do it out of revenge. He didn't do it to hurt her. He didn't do it in any way to wound her. He didn't do it in the absence.
That's also true. That's also true. Yeah. And it does matter. Like this is like if you don't know the argument behind like implied consent, that's fine. But saying that like fuck, brain is fried. Like he didn't do it out of revenge, right? Like that's the part that matters the most, right? Like he didn't do it out of revenge. There has to be some level of sexual harassment, right? Because that's what Cardi is, right? It's sexual harassment. Yeah, Dooby has no idea what he's talking about, basically, right? Yeah.
It's a community of sharing adult material with people. It was.
You just agreed to do it without consent. What does that matter? Okay, I get it.
But people are pretending that he's sexting minors. He's willfully holding on to CSAM. Even though his lawyers told him to, his $90,000 lawyers. It's just all.
You think his lawyers told him to hold on to CSAM? You think his lawyers told him to hold on to
They told him not to. They told him not to destroy his shit.
So you think his $90,000 lawyers told him to hold on to child porn? You think that's what happened?
Yes.
I think this person should challenge Dooby's like fucking holding of CSAM. Okay, like if Dooby wants to bring this up, that's fine. Okay, it's okay if Dooby brings this up, but like Dooby has to contend with his like own shit now, right? Like he can't just say like, oh well, only the other person is accountable for owning CSAM. Like, excuse me, like you're so much worse, bro. Like you are actually so much worse. But, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because that's what you do. Like, what are you gonna do? Fucking destroy it? Like, he followed his lawyer's advice.
You turn it over to the police because there's a sex trafficking thing you just uncovered.
He followed his lawyer's advice.
Okay, and you think his lawyers want to hold on to it for years? Okay, I get it.
I don't. Because that's not you. You don't just destroy. You don't like. What were you saying? Like destroy it or just immediately like run to the cops with it?
Authorities because you've just been told by a guy that he's been sex trafficking a minor for over a year.
Well, I'm sure.
If a guy's sex trafficking a minor for over a year, you report that to the authorities, yes, and turn over the evidence, yes.
Well, Look, I trust Destiny's
Hold on, would you
lawyers.
not do
That's
that?
all I
Would you
gotta
not do
say.
that? Would you not turn that over to the authorities? Would you not say, hey, this I was just told by this guy. It was
Look,
sex trafficking.
I mean, like even that is a legitimate argument, right? So the thing is like obviously I'm not gonna hold like a degree of like whatever. I mean, this is just a random DGer at the end of the day, right? Um, but but even that is a good argument, right? What kind of credibility does Dooby have? Seriously, what kind of Dooby like what kind of credibility does Dooby have? Like you can point out the times in which Dooby has literally fabricated shit, or he doesn't even know flat out like the details of the case, right? Like a lot of times he doesn't even know the recent details of the case. He also like most likely he fabricates like where he comes from and like his background and his IRL, right? Like does he even have a family? The fuck, right? Like well, like what is Destiny's credibility versus Dooby's credibility? Like really? Like of course Dooby has no credibility next to Steven, right? Yeah. So even that is a more legitimate argument. Yes. Yeah. Someone with more legitimacy, right? Yeah.
Minor for over a year. You
I,
wouldn't say
I
that?
would I would report it, yes, but I would also talk to my lawyers
And
and
you would
see what
turn over
they
the
advise.
evidence that you had.
But this is why that so all of these are like ironically enough valid arguments, but Aftermath here just needs to hone in on one of them. Okay? He can't like skip around. He can't skip around and go like, okay, well, here is like valid reason 1, valid reason 2, and valid reason 3, right? Like he has to hone in on one of them, get Dooby to concede on at least one of them, right? Because then Dooby would be the one looking really bad, right? Yeah. Because anybody listening to this from the outside will not be convinced, right? Because they'll just hear this person spurting out and then they'll discredit everything that he's saying, right? Because unfortunately, the one part that, DGers like are not really good at doing is that of staying calm. Like they're not good at staying calm, okay? Sadly. All right, sadly. So, yeah, like that is basically that's pretty important. Staying calm and learning to hone in on a single point.
Right?
I
Including
would
the
do what
child.
I would do what my lawyers advise me to do because I don't know
Okay.
all the laws and
And you
different
think there's a
states are
chance?
different.
You think there's a chance they would tell you to hold on to it for a year?
It depends on the context. It's possible.
I see. Okay, I get it. That's fine. So can you just tell me again that you agree that Destiny's mistake was sharing news without consent?
I think it was a mistake that has broader context.
Can you just say that? Can you say that he shared news without consent? You think it was a mistake?
Because what you want to do is run around and fill in all the other blanks
No,
when you
I'm
have to
telling
have
you,
the
like,
full
this-
context
this
to
is
understand. It's
reality.
not nearly as bad as you're pretending that it is.
I think it is as bad as I'm pretending. As I'm saying it is. I don't think it's in contention. Right? So, oh my God.
There it is.
Okay,
Pretend.
I don't think it's in
I
contention.
can help it. Can help
Nobody's
it.
disagreeing. I think that he shared these news without consent. He did, not just Pixie, other people. And
Aftermath,
actually, a further thing, 'cause I know you hate ICE, right? And you hate you hate Trump.
None of this was revenge.
Further thing,
None of this was to
that's fine.
hurt
That's
them.
fine.
None of
That's
this
fine.
was.
That's fine. That's fine. I agree. He wasn't trying to get revenge when he shared the news. I get it. So you hate ICE. I think. I hope.
Why is
so
this
he also-
relevant?
because he tried to get Pixie's wife deported. So he accused her of marriage fraud and tried to get his wife deported. Do you think?
I mean,
that
from
that's
what I understand, it was fraudulent. I mean, if you
Why do you
don't
think
look,
this? Because he said so.
if you don't want to get in trouble and get deported, then maybe you shouldn't do illegal.
Okay, so you think? Wait, hold on. So I don't know why you think. I don't know why you think it was illegal.
What do you think?
Dan is streaming and reviewing you? What? Why? Where? Oh. I have a headache, man. It's too late for this shit. I'm sure it's nothing negative, right? He's not... No, he's not reviewing me. The fuck? Liar. Okay, cool. Good memes. Okay. He's listening to Mr.
Think I don't want illegals deported?
Can you just tell me why you think it's illegal and why you think it was like marriage fraud?
I forget the exact way that the facts look, but I was pretty convinced.
No, just tell me. Like, you just
I would
said
have to
it.
relook
Why do
at
you think
it.
it's
I
true?
would have to relook at it. Why do I think? What specific claim?
Why do you
again?
think Pixie's wife and Pixie were committing marriage fraud, and it was okay for him to try to get her wife deported?
Bro, this is like a fucking boss rush of all the major talking points, okay? So, Pixie's wife, the fact that we didn't even know that Pixie has a wife and she likely did not tell people that she dated, like, Lonerbox, is probably because, like, it was, like, genuinely, like, fucking green card fraud. Like, it was probably genuinely green card fraud, okay? Like, do they even appear in public at DGG events? Like, chances are they only did the photo shoot in order to fake... like the fucking to fake it through like the authorities, right? Like she probably did like actually commit fraud, right? For the record, okay, if you do something like green card fraud, I am not going to be like principally against you because I understand that there can be a lot of like nuanced situations and whatever, but yeah, I mean like fuck it, I don't feel bad for them, right? Are you trying to claim illegal immigration is bad? No, illegal immigration is good. But I'm just gonna say, all right, like this one particular case, yeah, I think it is bad because from what I know, right? From what I know, like you have to keep in mind that Pixie's like so-called married wife, okay, is harassing Steven IRL, from what I know. So number one, not Steven, Pixie's wife is like harassing Steven, like yelling at him apparently outside like his fucking window and like knocking on his door, I think at night or some shit, like some creepy fucking weird ass shit. And in addition, all right, in addition, has Pixie ever told anybody that she's dated about like this wife? Like, see if I give a fuck. The fuck? Yeah, generally speaking, I think brown people like deserve to be in this country because they contribute to the workforce. But from what I've seen, at the very least, like this particular case, like she's some kind of French person, right? Some upper class French person who does not need the help, but got into the US anyway because of this. Hello? Is this like a poor brown person who's going to contribute to the workforce for low skill labor jobs? The fuck?
I mean, I already don't trust Pixie on like anything. But where are their witnesses? Where is their evidence? Where is their depositions? They're running.
And I've also already said, hey, listen, okay, if you disagree with me, why not come in here and debate me? I'm sick right now. I'm weak. All right, I'm weak and sick. Okay, I'm weak and sick. All right, I'm defenseless. Okay, I'm defenseless. Come in here, debate me. Why not? Do the job that J-Stel cannot.
They've got nothing. The court case is going to be over. It's only a matter of when. It's just a matter of unless they want to drag it all the way into court, in which case, yeah, sure, whatever. But they got nothing. Sorry.
I'm curious. So I already told you my sentence. So even if he were found not guilty because it was technically not illegal at the time, I'm not going to say sorry because I still think he's a piece of shit whether or not it was legal, right? But I'm curious with you, if you find that he's convicted, or they acknowledge that he actually did violate the law or violate their.
It's better when you engage it. Okay, but you haven't contested my opinions at all. Like your points are weak. I debunked it with like just a few simple points. Like hello.
In some way.
Also, you know, it's funny you say that because you guys are all like very cowardly. All right. None of you guys would ever come into debate where you can have like a real face-to-face conversation. Very cringe. Okay, I'm banning you. Bye. When you come in here and debate me, then I'll unban you. All right? Team Dooby.
Are you going to come on and apologize to everybody for trying to normalize sharing news without consent?
Well, I don't think first of all, I'm not normalizing sharing without consent. That is wrong. And yes, because I'm not, well, hold on. I'm not defending the action. I'm arguing that it didn't happen. Okay, first of all, or at least that or at least that there's circumstances that make it not like, this isn't revenge porn. He didn't go out to fucking injure her or her public image. This is not what happened. It was.
Look, feel free to come in and debate me, okay? I'm defenseless. All right? I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. My brain is fried. Okay, surely I wouldn't be that much of an issue, right? Surely I'm not that much of an issue, right? Surely, right? Surely speaking.
A stupid mistake. And you know what? If it is proven, but like, I asked you earlier if you're going to publicly apologize if it goes the other way, and you refused to even go that way. Whereas I'll admit that if it goes the other way, yeah, sure. If a jury can be convinced, if there's evidence and stuff that's being presented in court that I'm not seeing being looked at on stream or being, looked at or vented out by the whole fucking soccer community that's apparently harassing him.
Hello?
I like,
Jesus.
But the thing is, like, you've decided. You've already decided.
Okay, so can I get your promise now to everybody here that when this ends, right, if part of the finding is that he actually did, yes, share those news without consent, you're going to record a video for Pixie apologizing to her for making the claim.
Pixie doesn't give a shit.
It doesn't matter. You're going to apologize to Pixie and to women everywhere for minimizing.
And I will make that promise, Dooby, if you promise to apologize to Destiny for the things that you've spread about him with super chats of thousands of dollars. Okay. If you apologize for that, if the lawsuit goes the other way,
thing was incorrect?
I'll make that promise.
Which thing was incorrect? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why you guys think it's like wrong to contribute to content you enjoy.
Destiny's not pedo. Destiny's not pedo. There's no evidence of that.
Oh, so hold on. So prior to him calling
you a pedophile, evidence of that? You already said. Well, the reason why he is because you're calling him a pedophile. And actually, you know what? It was funny earlier in the call. Earlier, you said you didn't start calling him a pedophile until he started calling you one. Yeah. So I mean, you've already kind of given the game away, but you're just literally just calling him a pedo without evidence. It's because he called you one.
Aftermath. Why is he calling me a pedophile?
I mean, probably because you're going after him calling him a pedophile.
No, he's calling me a pedophile because I told him that we deal with pedophiles on the server.
Oh, no. Aftermath doesn't know the Dooby context? Wait, he came in here without knowing that Dooby is like an unhinged, like fucking CP collector? What? Aftermath. Come on, that was a throw. You know that's a throw, right? I have nothing against you, okay, buddy? All right. But I'm just saying, like, you should know the context to that, like, of why Steven calls Dooby a PDF. Like that is important context. Just to be very clear, that is context you should know. All right, if you're willing to go in there and confront Dooby, right? That's very important.
I report them to the authorities, and sometimes, yes, that requires turning over legal materials to the authorities to get them arrested, yes. So for that reason, because I'm getting pedophiles arrested, he calls me a pedophile. You know where that is? And on the other hand,
but the point is,
no, please, I like to clarify why I think it's like extra weird. Because what we're talking about is he received child porn, recorded himself jerking off to it, then held on to it for a year, and he's calling me a pedophile? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all, right?
Okay, this jerking off part, was that before or after that he knew that she was a minor?
I understand he didn't know that it was
before
minor
or
at the
after?
time.
Yeah, exactly. Then why did you just characterize it like that? Why did you just characterize it like that?
The contrast.
You're a snake to me. You're a pathetic piece of shit. You just admitted it. Everybody heard that. Fucking everybody heard that.
This is exactly what I said this earlier. Oh, he left. Wait, no, come back. Okay. This is exactly what happened when we had the January 6th debate last time. You like freaked the fuck out and started crying.
He stands like Mike Pence.
I was going to tell you earlier, if you want to have that debate, right? We can do it in a stage like this, just two of us, right? I'm more than willing to. Just today is supposed to be a town hall, so it's probably like the bad time. We can totally do that. I think a few people want to come up, so Small Peanut, I'll bring you up, and Ethos, if you wanted to come up too.
I just have two things to say. I found, like, remember, when I first came up here, I literally said that I had all the records. I have the evidence. I can look through the evidence. I even send it to you. Sending nudes to a minor is also illegal.
Dude.
Wasn't that girl that he sent them to on Twitter a minor?
Yes, but he's claiming that it wasn't her. That it was actually like a dude pretending to be her. I don't know.
And you can't use the, well, I didn't know they were 16 excuse in court. You still get put on the registry, et cetera, et cetera. It doesn't matter. You still did something.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Also, oh my god.
Where's Haru? Oh, there's Haru.
Can't remember now. But yeah, I'd send you the thing. The case is on trial now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Ethos, you're up.
This guy talking to Dooby, he seems a little unhinged. It's okay. He doesn't have all the facts, but he's got the spirit, okay? He's got the heart.
Okay, hi, can everybody hear me?
Hello.
Hey, first of all, just wanted to say again, congratulations on the baby boy. Very cool.
Thank you.
I guess what I had to say doesn't really matter as much anymore because Aftermath left, but I think it's kind of pathetic that he will consistently point out, correctly in my opinion, that Trump is a pedophile, a rapist, etc. But then anytime these same things are shown to be true of somebody that he stands like Destiny, he will cry about it like a little bitch. Anyway, that's all I had to say.
Bro, dude, these people who call in just to like Yas Queen, like a stage or something like that is so cringe, bro. Oh my god, it is so cringe. Like the people calling in just to go like, yes, King, you did it, yes. Oh my god, this person is so unhinged and whatever. Like it's just so fucking cringe, dude. Like what the fuck? That's not needed. Hello? Like what am I getting out of this interaction? What the fuck? Dude, so stupid, bro.
Thank you, Ethos. I appreciate it. And I gotta say, kind of like, so that reaction, Mr. Aftermath, is exactly why I thought it was like a psychosexual effect, to be honest with you. Next person.
Psychosexual? What the fuck, dude?
Oh, is my mic on?
It is.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Can we add a race verification so that non-black people can't say nigga, and then when they do, they get detained?
No, we allow non-black people to say nigga. It's fine. Anybody
but it's racist.
Don't say
they
the
already
hard
call.
R. Don't say the hard
yes,
R.
it is.
Don't say
It
the
is
hard
racist.
R. Don't say the hard
Why is it
R.
racist?
Don't
You
say
need to
the
add a
hard
race
R.
verification thing and an age verification.
That's
I
racist.
also don't.
Okay,
I also don't think that people below the age of 17 should be here. No shade.
Yes. Never mind. Not a
Below the age of
troll.
what?
Not a troll. Yes.
Below the age of 17.
Yes. Queen.
Okay. I'll consider that.
Wait, is
17?
9K still in here?
18, right? 18.
Probably. I don't
Below
know.
18. Wait.
9K,
what?
you fat fucking bitch. I know you got my ping. Answer me, nigga. Okay,
What?
that's all.
Oh my god. What, dude?
Okay, Ghost Rider. My wife shows you some bringing up.
What is going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dark Master. You can go right after.
Oh, Dooby, can you check? Yeah, no problem.
Yo.
up?
Nigga means friend. That girl is stupid. Nigga means friend, literally. And the one ending in ER, that's bad. Like, how dumb are you?
See, this is.
And
this is
also,
just
I do
low-quality
ping some mods
troll.
sometimes when people do say.
Low quality trolling. Okay, I want to skip these. These are just like the low quality trolling. Like they're not even trying, bro. Like, come on, there has to be something better than this.
Kremet, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, so
great. Come on, Premise.
I have heard this story almost 40 plus times, and I've asked the
I know,
person
right?
that banned him the specific details, and this is the details they gave me. ET and
what
another
happened.
user were arguing. Let me finish. Let me talk. Please do not talk while I'm talking. Please.
Is the one that just happened? No, this is the last one that we didn't get to finish.
I'm playing Warframe right now.
But honestly, I'm not sure how much the rest of this is worth. Like, I'm thinking of just skipping the rest
And
of
I'm
it.
also
Actually, you told me you were there, right?
up for like DPS in Final Fantasy 14. So just let me speak. You were playing a game with another user. That user called you out on bad gameplay. You then said, "I wasn't bad. I have a clip." That.
Oh, okay. Don't care.
Happened to him with his kid, even, which I think is kind of messed up. And I mean, you're just kind of like, hey, like, yeah, that happened to you. Like, what?
Wasn't the one happen? Oh, you weren't here for the rest
Whatever.
of
With
this?
Pixie, she should probably sue you because she was obviously emotionally damaged and deserves reparations for whatever happened to her. But him getting swatted, all these other things that are happening to him, he just has to deal with it because he has money.
That is such a stupid fucking take, bro, dude. What the fuck? Dude. What? No, I'm not even gonna explain why that take is stupid. I
don't know where you get the swatting thing from. I've said repeatedly, I don't think anybody should have that. I don't think he deserves that. Or I don't think his family deserves that.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, did you? What did I just say?
Yeah, you're asking about the scrutiny and the criticism and the court case and all that. I think I don't know why you would say he doesn't deserve that.
Oh, because this person is rich. They deserve to be swatted. What?
But he doesn't deserve the court case, sure. But I'm saying, like, he just has to eat the other emotional damage and the other issues that came with this whole thing, right? He has to eat it. He doesn't have anybody.
Friendships. He has lost friendships. He has to eat people not wanting to interact with him. He has to eat falling out of the mainstream because he did this. To lead all the lost opportunity because he did this. Yes, he did a terrible thing. These are the consequences. Yes.
I don't see how you don't see, like, he did suffer. It's not like he didn't suffer at all. I think he is sorry, at least from what I saw. It's not like he would want to do this again to her. He would be more careful about it. I don't think he would make the same mistake. And I think that's when it comes to sorry, what?
Have you watched the recent thing with him and Connor?
True.
I did not know.
Okay, so Connor, he and Connor have been friends with each other for years, right? We met up and everything, friends.
Fake friendship. He was never a friend. He was never a friend, in my opinion.
Like, they had a big blow up the other night after the conversation that I had with him and with Connor there.
Somebody who actually followed the friendship between Connor and Steven and knows, like, intimate details. Okay, that sounded weird. Okay, not like that. All right. I promise you that whatever this, like, friend thing is very, like, surface level at best. At best, it's very surface level, okay? Yeah.
Where he was accusing me of being a pedophile and shit. And also wanted to get his son doxxed and swatted and wanted people to fuck with his son, which is also not true. So lying about people, he's been encouraging people to dox me for over a year now, and other people claiming that we're part of the reason.
And people...
Did you know you would outlive Connor? Yeah, and he'll go bald, and I won't.
Are, like, literally going with the narrative, right?
Who's the other guy I need to send topics to?
Square Pusher.
Square Pusher. Okay, and then I'll get Legend, Politic Legend.
Okay, I'm good. All right, let's listen to the town hall from today, all right? Addressing the Des Diddy thing. Dude, he really called it the Des Diddy thing? Really?
Dooby, do you want me to record the town hall, or is that not a good idea?
Dude.
It's up to you guys. I don't really care.
Hey, thanks for clicking through things, okay? People usually don't do that, so I appreciate that. Thanks.
You can record or
Okay.
not record, whatever.
Because at least we can get a full picture.
Yeah, hey Dooby, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. So,
oh my god,
the last event I had asked you if you're going to respond to the allegations that you have 2 children and you neglect them, and you didn't respond. So I was wondering if you could respond this time.
It's true.
Okay, well, thanks, dude.
I dropped them off at my wife's boyfriend's house, and I do Discord all day.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Spectre is now a speaker.
Okay.
Wait.
So
is this our Spectre?
I'll give him a couple minutes.
Give him a bit of a breather, let him sink it in.
The work of a snarker like me is never done, okay? I am a hard worker, okay? I am a hard worker, all right? A snarker who goes after snarkers, my work is cut out for me, okay?
Okay, I guess so this isn't going to go on very long, I think, unless people have a lot of questions. But I figured because, there's lots of drama involved in the server and myself and Destiny this week, I figured I kind of owed you guys an explanation for people who are out of the loop, because a lot of people are asking, like, what happened and yada.
Anti-snarker.
So I figured I'd just give my perspective on the whole thing, and then we'll roll on forward.
Hopefully I create a gold standard. If anybody wants to follow in my footsteps of being an anti-snarker, hopefully, like, you guys will learn to pick up on things and learn what to do, okay? Yeah. For anybody who wants to be a part of me.
We'll move on.
Sexually, by the way.
So where do I start? I guess I'll start, what was it, a couple years ago now. And I'll just kind of run through the entire thing for people who have absolutely no idea about anything. Okay. So I've known Destiny for I think almost 10 years now. Yeah, I actually think it is almost 10 years now. But I've known
Sexually?
most of the people that are like streamers and shit for like almost a decade, very long time. Just because I used to network a lot for the server, town halls, AMAs, debates, things like this. And I've been on like debate panels all over YouTube and Twitch and shit for a very long time.
Whoa.
That's
so cool,
that's
dude.
that was so when I say I've known him, I wasn't like a friend of his. Like I would just be on a panel with him once in a while, bugging for AMAs once in a while. That was and he was nice enough to do the AMAs. I always appreciate that about him. So a couple years ago, he was caught sharing news without consent, other people's news without their consent, to some Twitter e-girl that turned out was potentially a guy. So I think it's bullshit. And then that person.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is that bullshit? Did you like skirt by that?
Whoever was in
Hello?
charge of that account decided to share all those all over the fucking internet.
What
so
the
his stuff
fuck?
was leaked. Everybody else's shit was leaked. So he's a
Okay,
victim.
cool.
They're victims. It was all fucked, right? And of course, this led to like people realizing like, hey, he was doing this without the consent. Very shortly after meeting this random ass girl. So of course, people were very upset about this.
Nice seeing Shamu username, fake town hall. Yeah, like keep in mind, every single unemployed motherfucker. At least I have an excuse, okay? Like I just want to say, I'm going to say this for the 50th billionth time because he'll never beat me on this one, okay? At the very least. I am doing this because I earn money. Fuck doing this, okay? Fuck doing this if I wasn't earning money off of this, okay? Ad revenue, super chats, okay? That's why you guys got to give me money, okay? So then I can actually justify this against the anti-fans, all right? Because trust me, this is like terminally unemployed behavior. Like it's like they're in the competition to be the most unemployed of all of them, okay? Like they are doing unemployment any %, okay?
And many of these people were like the people who's had their news shared were people in the streamer space, like streamers, small streamers that were like in his orbit. They call it.
Happening now. Can I have a link, please? Fuck, it's crazy.
So this caused a lot of people to kind of cut ties with him, including myself. And I just wanted nothing to do with the guy going forward. And there was I think there's been like 4 or 5 different little scandals involving him, right? Oh yeah, if you guys want me to ban Aftermath and make him cry again, I can do that later. So if there's been like 4 or 5 little scandals he's been involved in over the last.
Wait, it's just on JStoke? Wait, there's no Mr. Girl link?
I'm out. You know, at some point you have to go, oh shit, maybe Steven's the asshole.
Out sometimes.
Yes.
How's single life treating you? Oh, I guess Connor's not single, but you know, you guys both went through divorces recently.
Wait, is he with somebody else already? Yeah. When did he get divorced?
GG is me watching JStoke right now. Okay. We'll go over that tomorrow, okay? Like I don't have time for this today, but yeah, because we still gotta cover this. Okay.
It's a couple years, like the thing with the kids in Texas, like after the
Gotcha.
girls drowned in Texas, and he like made a big joke about it on Twitter. It's a whole thing. Mocking that firefighter who died at the Trump shooting, all this kind of shit, right? So there's been a lot of shit to criticize this guy for, which I have, because I think he's an idiot. I think he does dumb shit all the time and makes himself look bad. Makes any political movement he's connected to look bad. And he lets his personal life go crazy, which makes him look bad, makes everybody else
Where's his
look
hair?
bad.
I don't know.
It's just like a fucking train wreck. So
Jesus. Like the one thing that Mr. Girl had going for him is his hair, right? Like because he looked like some kind of like ancient philosopher duder.
Because he does dumb shit, like any other streamer, influencer, whatever, in the space, I criticize him when it comes up.
No, Dooby is devastated because Rose wasn't trafficked through his server, okay, specifically.
Just like he would criticize Hassan, or fans would criticize Hassan, or
we all know the reason, right?
Whoever, right? Fucking Nick Fuentes, whatever.
Meow, meow, meow.
And because of the space that I hang out in, both on here and on other smaller streamer servers, are a lot of these people are like fans of his because he's, you know, a big figurehead in the community. He has been for a long time. In some ways, he actually built the streamer community, like the political streamer community. There's a lot of fans in these spaces, and this leads to, because I criticize him and they think he's like God, this leads to a lot of like arguments, debates, discussions about him and his favor, me debating them about what he's done and yada yada. So that's been the case for like the last couple of years. It's what's been happening. And I'm trying to go in order, but it's a bunch of shit.
Meow, meow.
So to give you guys more context. So because I've watched, donated, and participated in like debates and panels on Twitch and YouTube and shit for a very, very long time now, it's often like if you're like in a like Wix chat or Counterpoints chat or Pisco's chat, and if you guys know these like smaller streamers, very often I'll donate to them. Shit talk, usually them. Like if I disagree with them, like if you were to watch a Counterpoints, like 90% of my fucking donations to this guy are me shit talking him because I think he's like a neocon and I hate neocon. So I'm always arguing with him through super chats because, you know, he's a good sport about it. I like arguing with people. So, you know, it's not, even though I disagree with him and all of his ideas and I think he's bad for the world, you know, I like having the argument. So that's what I do. And there's been a couple.
Are the snarkers generally as tech savvy as you, or do you have an edge? I would say that we are tech savvy in different ways. Like, for example, they would probably know how to use doxing tools better. They probably know how to navigate like Kiwi farms better. But generally speaking, like I probably know how to like do content creation better. Like typically speaking, they probably don't know how to do content creation in general, like the different steps of doing content creation, how to acquire content, farm content, edit content, upload content, maintain your editors, maintain your community, right? They probably don't have any skills in that, right? Yeah, I mean, a lot of content creators don't even have skills in that. So, yeah. But they probably are like tech savvy in stuff like doxing and, you know, trying to find information, like trying to search leaked databases.
Streams where Destiny was either on the stream or he was the subject of the stream. And I felt like somebody, like I think the first time this like really happened was a stream with a streamer called Pisco, and he was actually debating counterpoints. He was on Destiny's side, and Destiny was right there. Yeah, I'm
because let's be real, right? If they actually put their tech savviness in something that's useful, they would be acquiring a 6-digit like paying coding job, and they would already have a family, a girlfriend, a wife, and kids, right? Like, just to be very clear, they're putting all of that energy like to waste, right? Because all of that energy could have been towards bettering themselves, right?
Not being ironic, Hans. So they were debating. Pisco's being accused of sweeping for Hassan, quote unquote, which that means is like pandering to communists or whatever. I thought both Counterpoints and Destiny were making really stupid arguments. So I donated to say that, right? That they were making really stupid arguments, pretending incrementalism didn't exist. And I felt like the entire thing was just using Pisco as like a vector to attack Hassan, basically. I thought it was really stupid and spiteful and retarded.
Could do PI work if that's still a thing. I mean, I don't know how much of it is true, but I heard that PI is like pretty unemployed. Like basically, like you don't earn much.
So of course I donated to say that and criticize. And to make like little jokes and little comments about all the drama about over the last couple of years. I think he really didn't like that. So after that, he started publicly threatening to dox me and encouraging his community to dox me. And he claimed that I was part of some big cabal with people called Snarkers, which are really just like commentary YouTubers and streamers, and Kiwi Farms and all these people who were trying to like destroy his life, doxing him, doxing people around him, doxing like swatting them, shit like this. And it's just totally not true. Right? I was not involved in any of that. I hadn't even spoken to these people before he threatened to dox me. I've still never spoken to anybody from Kiwi Farms or used that fucking website. I'm just not.
I'm probably gonna skip over some of the things he's talking about, just mainly because like I've already like talked about these nonstop.
That kind of person. I don't dox and swat people unless there's a very good reason. And swatting, to be clear, never. But I have participated in doxing when somebody was like committing a crime or threatening somebody, or I needed to like report somebody to the authorities for something, which has happened unfortunately like a lot over the years on the server, including like last year, most recently. So yeah, so he accused me of this.
He's looping right now.
He was asked like by Counterpoints. The Counterpoints is like a German missionary, he's like a neocon guy, but I've also known him forever, and we've been on a bunch of panels together arguing. So he knows me well enough that I think he knew at the time that I'm not the kind of person who would do that, who would like swat and dox Destiny, her son, and all this kind of shit. So he asked him in person, and Destiny again repeated that I was part of some cabal that was trying to take him down, involve Kiwi Farms, all this kind of shit. And it's just a total lie, right? And I think the intention was maybe to scare me off and get me to like stop criticizing him, because I know some people who, when he started making these kind of threats, and he'd already doxed people at that point, I think, claiming that they were like part of this cabal. And when I looked into it, I found that actually what these people did.
Okay, I'm bored. Well, when's the first confrontation?
And so Connor kicked him because he thought he was being like a.
Dude, Dooby is such a yapper, dude. Like, it just doesn't help that he's such a massive yapper. Like, this bro, like, Blood literally will not stop yapping. Blood is a professional yapper, dude. Professional yapper. Wait, how long does he yap? Excuse me? How long does he yap? Bro, oh my, bro, actually, such a waste of time.
9K's mad because I didn't groom him.
Yeah, he loves the sound of his own voice. Disgusting creature.
Yeah, you definitely treated me a lot with a lot more care than 9K.
Yeah.
I had a question that I'd like to ask. So, if it were necessary to get information in order to protect a minor, would you DM them? Would you DM a minor if it meant like getting information on a predator?
What do you mean by DM them? Like we have to talk to these kids all the time about this kind of shit. That's kind of how you like figure out what's going on.
2 minutes. It's so funny. Two minutes?
Yeah, exactly. Would you from treated?
And must right now like seriously get her. Whoever maybe like is in the household and she's like fantasizing about her daughter's being molested. Like that's also fucked. Like so how do you balance like
discuss the stream? This is already long enough. I feel like if I drag in another person to discuss something like this, I feel like it would drag on forever.
When do you call the fucking police about something like that? Because obviously like there's no evidence that I'm aware of that's actually happened. Maybe it hasn't and it never will. So it's a very complex, very fucked up situation.
I appreciate it though. I appreciate recording this.
So I think what I prefer is for people to move forward, let all that play out however the fuck it is. I'd like Destiny to stop doxing people, stop trying to dox me. I'd like whoever the snarker, none of these snarker people that I've seen have doxed anybody.
I mean, as long as you
there's somebody in the server that did
like
last year, but I haven't seen any of it.
Hello?
So I don't know. But if they were, I think they should stop. I think these Kiwi Farms people should stop. I think all the doxing, the threats, and all the kind of shit should just stop. And
Dude, it's the meme with the two black people with the laptop, and they're go like, "Oh, just stop. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, just
There needs to
stop."
be like some kind of like
dude.
laying down of arms for a while, to let things like stop
Oh,
escalating. 'Cause I feel
okay.
like
I didn't know it
people
was
could
that
actually, like,
easy.
seriously get hurt. So that's my position. If you guys have like any questions, you can come up. I'll just bring up whoever.
Can I start with a question?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So earlier you
That's
said
unfair.
that. Hey, can you shut the fuck up? Thank you.
That's
So earlier
unfair.
you said,
Someone else first.
excuse me, I'm speaking. Thank you. So earlier you said that if you were allowed to, you would allow pedophiles on the server if they took a position that they acknowledged that they had a mental health issue and were actively seeking help and weren't causing harm to anybody, right?
Well, yeah, but also if the built-in protections were strong enough for it to be safe. And I don't think they are. It's not okay. Right now, like, being a pedophile isn't banned on Discord, right? Otherwise, like half the conservatives on the server would be gone. But like,
I mean, you joke about that, and no one is stopping you from making jokes. But in the whole context of this,
obviously the grooming of kids is not allowed. So obviously we ban people for that. And most of the people that do that, I found, are actually not pedophiles. They're just like opportunists who will target any vulnerable person. So my position again isn't that I would just allow them on the server if I could. It's that if the built-in protections were strong enough that it would be safe, and they weren't advocating for it, and they were approaching it as a mental illness that they were openly talking about, and they were seeking help on this kind of shit, then I think that'd be fine, right? And obviously, if ever there was like an inkling that they were enacting any of the shit or encouraging it in any way, then yeah, they'd be banned.
All right. And my question is, would you let these people on the mod team?
No.
Okay. All right. So if that's the case, then why are you still a founder?
Fuck
you. Ha 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 ha.
9K is mad because I didn't groom him. That's what it is.
True.
Yeah, you definitely treated me a lot with a lot more care than 9K.
Yeah.
I had a question that I'd like to ask. So, if it were necessary to get information in order to protect a minor, would you DM them? Would you DM a minor if it meant like getting information on a predator?
What do you mean by DM them? Like we have to talk to these kids all the time about this kind of shit. That's kind of how you like figure out what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, would you DM a minor if it meant like getting information on a sexual predator?
What are these questions, bro?
Like, we usually make a group chat, and then we ask them what's going on, and then we do like an investigation from there. So.
But bro, you're not the one who's supposed to be doing the investigation, you retard. You're not the one who is doing the fucking investigation, you fucking retard. It's supposed to be left up to the cops. Why the fuck are you the one investigating the CP? Hello?
Yeah. I mean,
so what do you think?
Weird. Can I say something? I think that a lot of
What's
this,
wrong with you,
if you
man?
like talk to a minor, you're like automatically pedophile. I think this is like projection from people who have those thoughts. To be honest with you, like I can communicate with.
No, you specifically want PDFs to talk to minors. Do you see Lav and Mr. Gar live streaming with Connor? Yes, I saw. But right now Dan is covering that, so I'm not going to cover that right now. Okay. Yeah. I want to cover this because this is like exclusive Foodshops content. Okay?
Minor, like a 16, 17 or whatever the fuck. Without
like this is like you can only get this on my channel. Okay.
Any kind of like, fuck you. So without any kind of like sexual thoughts or anything like this, right? So I think that people when I say, oh yeah, I will DM a minor as like an admin on a Discord server where there are minors. Yeah.
By the way, I don't want anyone to tell me, all right? Like I don't ever want to hear the fact that like, oh yeah, like you don't listen to the whole context. You know, you watch clip chimp shit because I watched the whole thing. Okay, I watched the whole fucking thing. Yeah, Drawn Moth is the one who recorded this thing. Okay, so thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, since you don't mind being identified. So yeah, thanks. But yeah, I just want to say like, dude, I don't want anyone to say like, oh yeah, you only watch clip chimp shit. This is not clip chimp shit. This is the whole thing. Okay.
Sometimes we need to DM minors about role breaks or whatever the fuck's happening. Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's weird.
Here's the link to the Mr. Girl, Connor, and Lab convo.
Sure, it's not.
That's your job.
It's not even.
You're supposed to be the martyr and collector of insane women. I'll be the martyr and collector of insane men.
I mean, yeah, but what about their agency? Like, they choose to watch every day. They know exactly who he is. I mean, do you think that there's been like?
And I'm guessing Dan is like mocking
made
them.
up shit.
Like his audience is tuning in.
You
they know
fucking
exactly
wretch, mate.
They don't care.
Okay.
Chat. When did?
All right, we'll cover that probably tomorrow.
People think
that's good stuff.
Yeah, but
okay,
so
back
like,
to the
why
Foodshops
when people
exclusive.
like see like statements of saying like, oh, like you DM minors and stuff, why do you think that they have such like limited imagination of like why a person that like manages a community may actually message somebody that's a minor for like safety reasons or something like that?
So I think there's two types of people. I think some of them are stupid, unfortunately, but I think there are other people who are just like bad faith pushing it out because
there's PDFs and then there's not PDFs. Okay, you are the PDF.
But I'd like to give the users to like a chance to come up.
There are also some questions pinned in the questions channel. One of the admins told me to let you know that there's a questions channel if you weren't aware. So
yeah, maybe let's let the users speak instead of the mods first.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, Mod here. What's up, guys?
Hey.
I have a question for Dooby. Yesterday, you were talking about this in another VC, and I think
Connor has fallen into the lowest circle of orbit hell. Yeah, this is where he will belong. Okay. He'll keep on repeating and coping to himself that he's not a snarker, but he's just gonna do snarker shit from now on, like full-time 24/7 snarker shit. Okay, 100%, 100%. Okay, I'd be surprised if he doesn't do it. Okay, I'd be surprised if he doesn't do it. All right, but yeah, that's my prediction.
You mentioned that there were going to be logs posted. Am I misremembering, or is there like evidence for this stuff? Did Connor?
Yeah, I'll post it for you. One second.
Okay, thank you.
And if you read through them, you'll kind of see that so Connor sent me this. I'll post it in the I'll put it in the question channel for you.
Okay.
And if you read them, I think you'll see that it's like the initial conversation, and then what's happened since. And I think you can see that these people are after the fact trying to downplay and lie and confuse people because they're afraid of what's going to happen, basically.
Okay.
1 second. And I think for the extreme claims, it's reasonable to say that like you want like some kind of evidence, but I think the reality is that like there's absolutely no way like the actual DMs are ever going to come out. I think unless the husband decides to leak them because he claims he has them and he has like a recording. But I think that he is afraid of losing his kids, so I don't think he's going to risk that. I think he kind of wants this to go away, which again, it's fine. But I think that the problem is just out there now, right? So people are going to talk about it, and I think people have a right to understand what the fuck's up.
Okay, thanks. That's all I wanted to ask.
So I put in the questions down. There are a few that aren't in there that I think will kind of show you what I mean when I say that these people are lying now to try to.
This prescriptive and descriptive thing sounds like we're an excuse to snark. Yes.
Confuse people.
Right.
So I'll post this here.
Okay, cool.
Yep. You got it.
And also, I think Destiny is playing now to try to like downplay what happened. Why don't you guys read the all caps and then like the lower cap?
Is it okay if I adjust something real quick, Dooby?
Sure.
So for the people who are asking if there's a discussion channel, sometimes when we make a new channel, for some reason, it's hidden for a bunch of people. If you go to the side chat of this stage, there's links to the discussion channel. So if you're looking for a discussion channel, it's there in the side chat.
Can we refresh that real quick?
Wait, and real quick, Dooby, is this him addressing it? Has he addressed it no further than this, or has he said other stuff?
He's talked about it in chat a little bit, basically said that it's a lie and that he didn't, that all the extreme stuff is a lie, basically. So he said that he did engage with her sexually, whatever, but the extreme shit didn't happen is what he's claiming.
Okay.
But, again, I think that, so what convinces me that it did happen is that, again, the husband gave the original story, and then the lady gave a different story. But then the story that the lady gave to Mr. Girl matched the husband's original story. Yeah. And then Destiny's ex-girlfriend saw things on his phone that matched the original story. So, I feel like it's just too coincidental that she would tell a story that's identical to the one her husband told if it wasn't true.
Well, I mean, he likes to say on stream that he would never tell a lie that could just be disproven by talking to someone else or just by showing something. So, I mean, maybe he'll and we'll see what he says.
Well,
if he shows them on stream or something. Well, no, I'm not saying
that's what teleports me.
I'm saying that if he's not lying, then should we expect to see the
No, don't worry, NVTT. I found the account.
DMs, or do you think he wouldn't leak them?
No, I think he wouldn't. Or if he did, it would be like very edited, cropped or whatever the fuck. Okay. But like just
I just don't understand how you can like. There's only one person that's credible here. There's literally only one person that's credible here, and it's Steven. Okay? There's only one person that's credible here, and that's Steven. Because again, the husband and the wife, like both of them are like completely unreliable in terms of narratives and what they say. Okay, completely unreliable. Like I can't even like exaggerate like just how unreliable they are because they're 100% unreliable. Okay. So I don't get why anyone, like now it's convenient to slander Destiny. Now it's convenient to go after Destiny, right? Now you go against the principle of like whether or not like you view somebody to be credible enough to provide an accurate account of the situation. It makes absolutely no sense to me, okay? The snarkers aren't credible, obviously. Dooby is incredible. The wife and the husband is not credible. You realize like witness testimony and eyewitness testimony are generally considered like to be so fucking inaccurate, right? Like, yeah, like fuck. Especially with so much conflicting accounts of stories. You don't just take the original one if they walk it back later, right? And you don't take the recent one either if they have a new narrative. More like, oh, the truth cannot be determined, right? Like the answer is, oh, the truth cannot be determined. It's just such an irresponsible way to view this, right? Like it's such an irresponsible way to view drama in general. Like it's so stupid. It's so retarded.
An example of like how that's not true, right? So if you watch the big argument they had with Connor, like the last big one they had, he throws out at some point because Connor's like a friend. Connor's like I don't know if he's Christian, but he has kind of like Christian morality, right? So he thinks his friend is going down a bad path and he wants to save his friend, basically. Yeah. And he thinks his friend is just too stupid and horny to like listen to reason.
No, that's copium. He's just jealous.
So Destiny says in that argument, just throws out, I think it's a jab to Connor, because Connor's recently divorced. He says something like, "Oh, Connor, you want an L? Lauren and I have been dating." Oh, because Connor's saying that he
it was a pretty big L, yeah.
They have like a thing for each other for like a very long time.
Saying.
And Connor was saying that he's too stupid to like date her and just like settle down or whatever the fuck. So Destiny throws out, Connor, you want an L? Lauren and I have been dating for like 2 months or something. We just haven't told you because you asked her out, right? Because Connor had asked her out at some point.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. So, but like the next day, or I think even later that night, Destiny went in the chat and said that actually that's not true. They actually broke up months ago. So he told a lie there that would easily be disproven by Lauren Southern. but actually Connor already knew it was a lie in the moment. So yeah, I think it's just not true that he wouldn't tell a lie that can be easily disproven. And I think in this case, the reason he might be more okay with telling lies is because both these people are very obviously mentally ill. And they're just, I think most people see them as like unreliable narrators. So people aren't going to trust what they say offhand, which is reasonable. But that's why I think that the girlfriend's testimony matters. So yeah. Oh, and I'll put the video in the side chat for you guys too, so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say that she sent in an email about her pedophilic thoughts and shit. Okay, you guys can bring up a user if you like. Just whoever. There's no.
Was Crop banned from
Yo,
politics?
Barcelona, who do you suggest comes up? Americanga?
Maybe Americanga. If Tactical Zebra wants to come up, I recommend him.
I prefer like Destiny fans. Just
yeah, that's what I'm bringing up.
Oh, you know what? How about Ultra? How about
Ultra? Yo! 1 second to get my audio looking good. How are you all doing?
All right, Ultra, I'll bring you up next.
Oh, Tactical Zebra said he's down to come up.
Hey, Dooby, how are you?
What's up?
Yeah, so I just had a question. So, Dark Master and I have known each other for a month now, and he taught me a lot about Hegel. And in learning about Hegel, I realized I was gay, and we ended up being gay together. Will you be the minister for our wedding?
Okay, so I appreciate the joke and the meme, but because I don't want this to drag on forever, just no mean questions, please.
All right, so we brought a lot of like everybody that's come up so far is either a mini mod or a server mod, so we'll bring Ultra up because Ultra was typing a lot.
Make sure you tag in, because Tactical Zebra will actually do the stuff.
Hey Ultra, how are you? It's been a while.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hello, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, so I really just wonder why you keep like relitigating this over and over again. Can you realize that every single time you bring it up, every single time, instead of letting the information just like naturally progress through the tubes of the internet or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you just keep like relitigating. I don't understand like why like you keep
dragging it. Relitigating. So from my perspective,
True. Who is this based woman? Who is this base woman? Oh my god. Yeah, why are you painting narratives before all the information can be out and verified and accurate? Yes. That's literally what I've been saying the entire time. Oh, this is Al? Wait, is this Al? No, this person said this is like Ultra, right? Wait, what? Is this Al? Wait, Al, is this you?
Happened like 2 days ago, right on the 28th.
You changed your
right.
So do you expect? Well, hold on. So this is being relitigated again and again by Destiny's fans all over the internet defending him.
Not by Destiny.
Well, hold on. Wait 1 second.
No, this person's name is Ultra, not Al.
Defending him, calling everybody a liar, actually trying to normalize child molestation fantasies involving your own kids. So the idea is it didn't happen, but if it did happen, it's fine. It's normal, which is I think extremely fucked up, right? So the reality is it's already. I'm sorry, what? Hold on. So I was talking to other fans of his on Twitter and also in like DM. And also in voice channels who made this exact argument that it's fine.
So
and I think streamers that have aligned with him are also downplaying and defending it as if it's normal to do this, to fantasize about molesting kids.
What?
Including and especially including your own fucking children in those fantasies. And I don't think that's normal. I don't think it should be normal. I think it's disgusting.
No one's fucking normalizing it. No, who's normalizing it? Excuse me? The fuck? You want to explain that, Dooby? Scooby-Doo? You want to explain that, Dooby? Scooby-Dooby?
Well, like you, just try to sweep under the rug and pretend it's not a big deal.
The fuck?
Okay, well, so do we normally judge like people's morality based on what their fans say?
Ding ding ding.
Like, do we view
fans? Hold on, I'm judging his morality based on what he did.
Okay, right. And again, you yourself said that this is all like.
Who is this motherfucker? Dude, you are based. Okay, whoever the fuck you are. Okay.
It's not something that you feel, right? You use a lot of feeling words for this.
Well, yeah, true.
Mr. Girl. Actually, Mr. Girl. Because you know, and I know, he has a long history of being caught, admitting doing age play shit. Like involving fantasies about children being molested, like babysitters molesting a fucking minor, right, and then passing around to other babysitters and their friends. So he's very well known to have like age play fantasies, which I think are gross. Very well known. What do you mean by very well known? I mean that this has been the topic of controversy multiple times, like over the years.
Like, when was the last time this was ever brought up?
Wait, what? When the revenge porn shit happened, part of it was leaked. Were a lot of DMs about him age playing with an 18-year-old, or a person he thought was 18 years old, which is a little bit fucked. It's like if you're talking to an 18-year-old and you want to do age play, like how young do you want her to be? You know, that's a little bit fucked. You know what I mean?
Right. If that's the allegation, that's fine. But I would prefer, like, if you have those allegations up, but I would prefer you actually post them and actually make reference to them instead of just saying, well, he's well.
Hold on, but I've already done that.
Right?
Have you been? Okay, hold on. I'll do this for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
But the thing is, like, you keep bringing up things like, because I personally don't want to delve too deeply into.
I know you don't because it's inconvenient for you. But if you're gonna say that I'm like, if you're gonna imply that it's not true, I'm gonna post it. So it's fine.
Yeah, if you want to prove me wrong, yeah, that's fine.
No, but so the issue for me is that I think you know it's true, and I think you're trying to like downplay it or dismiss it if it might not be true.
Okay, you're accusing me now. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Just
so you're accusing me now of downplaying.
Wait 1 second. Alice, please. Do you know of the DMs that exist where he's asking about if this 18-year-old's into age play and talking about like a babysitter's fucking a minor or like a young guy, quote unquote?
I do know about this DMs, yeah.
These guys will be unprepared for the based woman coming out, seeing the amount of bullshit on display. I mean, like, here's the thing, okay? The last people you would expect to back up Steven are women, right? Like, isn't that something? But like so far, there has been like at least 2 women, I would say, who is willing to like stand up for Steven, like privately even on this town hall thing. I mean, technically this is public. Okay, technically this is public in my opinion, right? But like, but they're not. But they're not like on stream, right? Like you don't even know whether or not a streamer is going to cover this. Well, I'm covering this right now, but like, yeah, like this is I mean, they're here out of principle. That's what I'm saying, right?
And why would you pretend that this isn't a known thing about him?
I'm not pretending that it's not anything about it. You're acting like no, but you're acting like this is something that like is super common for him to do, or something that like it you don't know the context. These are out of context screenshots that are being posted, and it.
Will Destiny ever to just do politics, or will he'll do drama forever? I hope so. Okay, I gotta make money somehow.
You are putting a lot of onus on.
Can you give me a context in which like talking about having sexual fantasies where kids molested by his babysitters is like normal or okay?
No, that's not normal or okay. But I think that you're putting a lot of. I think you're putting a lot of credence. I think you're putting a lot of credence on the context that you're reading into it. And no, I'm not going to agree.
Yeah, give me another context. Yeah, give me another context.
Well, for example, they could have said that and then been like, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of fucking weird that you would say something like that.
Sure.
Right? But like,
I feel like you're either being dishonest with me or dishonest with yourself. I feel like maybe you're trying to like avoid reality. The reality of the situation. If you're just okay with like people doing this kind of shit, that's okay. You don't need to lie about it.
No, I'm not okay with what I am not okay with you using a lot of I'm feeling words and I'm thinking words.
True. Why is a woman telling you this? Why is a woman telling you to stop using so much I feel this, I feel that? Yes. Why is a woman telling you this, you fucking moron? Like, what the fuck?
And I think words instead of saying like this is the case, this is what happened. Because you're using the situation with Connor to kind of like say, well, Connor was given all this information and then it was walked back, but actually that is what happened and this and this and that happened.
Queen.
So it just seems like every and again this happened
my queen.
How many days ago, right? Almost
this happened 2 days ago. I don't know.
2 days ago?
Time was right. Yeah. So if you look at the side chart,
that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. Not knowing how time goes.
Look at the side chart. Now that'd be great.
Which side chart?
The town hall question check.
Oh, okay. Scroll back up to it.
It's so weird that they sit around fantasizing about strangers all day. Well, probably because they're losers IRL, like they're actual losers, right? Like I don't think that's such a like big stretch to make. Like I legitimately think that these guys are like the biggest losers on the planet. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me how that might be out of context?
You're gonna go. It just depends on Star Wars fantasy. It's a young person. Where does that say child?
Okay, so if you read the one right under that.
There's nothing under that. You mean above it?
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Yeah, I gotta be clear with you. So babysitter and young. Why would an adult need a babysitter?
Because they have Down syndrome or they're retarded.
Are you stupid? I'm sorry. Yes. I know you're not stupid. I feel like you're a fan of this guy and I get it. But be honest with yourself. Don't make yourself look like just be real. If you think it's fine, if you think it's fine, it's okay if you think it's fine. But just like be honest about thinking it's fine. Don't tell me that.
I want you to be honest. I want you to be fucking honest. Honestly, like what is like one of the most common fucking.
It's okay. I'm just gonna assume every single woman watches me. Okay, I'm gonna assume every single DG woman watches me. All right, copium. I enjoy the Slop for sure, but it's crazy that he has people like this constantly coming up with new stuff to tear him down. Well, that's how the monetization thing works. Okay, I hope so. I need to make money. Okay, I need to make money. All right, I gotta make money. Okay, that's what really matters. Okay, who cares about politics? Who cares about all that stuff? Come on, who cares? Let's be real here. Okay, everybody loves drama, right?
Like school teacher roleplay, is that like one of the most fucking common things ever all over the place?
Okay, so you think that this is comparable to like school teacher roleplay? When typically in those situations, wait. Typically with like school teacher and student roleplay, what
are they in school?
Okay. That's the thing. Let me finish. I can tell you. I can tell you. It's fine.
That's the fucking point of a roleplay, right?
I can tell you. It's fine. I can tell you. Whenever you're ready. Okay. So typically in those like scenarios, we're talking about either like a college student and their professor, or a high school student and their teacher, right? I think both are problematic, but a high school student typically doesn't need a fucking babysitter, right? So, and when you line this up with the claims made,
bro, and you don't need to be handling CSAM
by this guy,
hello,
and then verified by his ex-girlfriend, who said repeatedly that she saw this stuff on his phone, with like little pictures of little girls in bikinis, right? This woman's daughter's in bikinis, and then this woman writing to Mr. Girl asking if she's a pedophile for having this role play for 6 months or whatever. Like, I feel like it's very clear that this is actually dealing with children much younger than like high school students or college students.
Why'd she send to Mr. Girl?
Why would she be a pedophile? Why would she call her a pedophile?
So let me ask you this, because you keep bringing up this picture of children in bikinis. What was the context between these pictures? Like, you understand that children oftentimes, when they go to the beach, they will be wearing bathing suits, right? Were they at the beach? Were they at a pool? Or were they just in a bikini? Like, can we put like a contextual? Can we lay out a background where?
What context? Context? That's crazy. How dare you? How dare you ask for context? Come on, man. You know whose server this is? You know whose server this is? It's Dooby server. We don't ask for context around here. Okay.
Okay.
We just go to I feel this, I feel that, I feel this, I feel that. Come on, context, really, really. Dooby server context.
So I just want to be like
good one.
So we're talking about a situation where he is being accused of by the husband,
dude.
And then the girlfriend verifies that she's seen the pictures that the husband claims are there. And the husband said this repeatedly, that he had like pictures of his.
You can tell I'm having a great time.
His daughter's on his phone. So the claim is that they were doing sexual role play involving their children, right? And in a situation where he's doing sexual role play involving this woman's children, this woman sends him pictures of her daughters in bikinis and pictures of their feet.
Is that really the case? Is there evidence?
Yes, that is what the husband claimed. And that is what
claimed.
Wait, listen, and that is what Destiny's ex-girlfriend claims she saw on his phone.
Hello, Flo.
And then later, hold on, and then this woman independently wrote an email to this other content creator, talking about how they've been doing this kind of role play.
Right?
Yes, and she asked if they made her a pedophile. So I think it's like very obvious, like what they were actually like when they say involving the children. First off, and the guy says like directly involving my daughters and his son. Like that's what the guy says explicitly. And then he claims that they're pictures that he was sent, and then the girlfriend checks the phone and finds pictures that he was sent. Like I just feel like you are avoiding the reality of the situation. And again, if you just want to say that it's totally normal and fine to like have fantasies about child molestation like this, especially involving your own children, like I think you're fucked up in the head. To be honest with you.
Okay,
so, like,
all right, that's fine.
But hold on, but also
the fuck, as opposed to Dooby, who is like unironically collecting CSAM. What the fuck?
So, but also I think that you were being dishonest with yourself.
You know,
but I want to ask you a question.
You're being a little. It doesn't look supposed to be. It just seems like you're being a little bit honest because you're kind of trying to connect the images. You're trying to
give
a line between
me
images
a
and the role play
break.
being
Is that
the same
RC?
thing,
Yes.
right? Because that you're drawing a line here that I don't think exists because you're using a lot of alleged, maybe, possibly, he said, she said, right?
No, that's not true. Hold on, can you give me a reason?
You did.
Just explain it to me. Right? So can you give me a reason that so the husband claims the photos are on the photo
claims. There's that word again. Claims.
Hold on, and then independently, Destiny's girlfriend says that she's seen these. Like that's not. There's no connection there for you. Like that would give you more.
Is it unusual? Have you never sent a picture of your kid to somebody else?
I've never like acted out.
This is Owlish? Wait, this is actually Owlish? Did she change her profile?
Scenes where I'm molesting my son.
Were those pictures? Were those pictures
and I imagine.
I don't think that the line is being drawn here like that.
I think any reasonable person would say, okay, if it's true, please, if it's true that they were doing this child molestation
I checked my vid frame by frame.
Thing involving these girls. I think it's very fucking questionable if pictures of those girls were sent to him in bikinis and pictures of their feet, and everybody knows this guy's a fucking feet fetish.
Okay, so
like that's like if you don't think that's at all connected or at all suspicious or fucked up, like
bro, they are so obsessed with Steven's foot fetish. What the fuck?
Again, I just feel like
okay, you know what? We can.
You're degrading yourself for this fucking guy. That's what I think.
Okay, we can grant that it is suspicious, right? We can grant that it is.
Wow, chasing the truth, trying to chase the truth. What?
Suspicious. We can maybe put a dotted line between these things and maybe say that.
I didn't even know he had a foot fetish. Oh no, don't worry. The anti-fans are obsessed with that.
Yeah, maybe it is suspicious, but suspicion doesn't equal guilt. Doesn't equal this is what actually happened, right?
What would you need? What kind of evidence do you think would be you would need to see to be convinced of any of this? Like, would you need the actual like sexing DMs in the pictures? Like, what would you need?
Okay, so if you're going to then imply that you want me to be sending these things so I can look at them, we're not going to go down that path. Okay.
Just answer the question. I mean, I'm curious. So, what would you need to see personally to think, oh yeah, the sexual turn is fucked up?
I would like an unbiased third party to say that this is what happened. Somebody who's unbiased in the situation. In other words, like if it were to go to court, which I would prefer, that if something like this were happening, that it would go to court. And it seems weird.
I don't think it's illegal.
All this information.
As far as I know, none of this is illegal. It's just fucked up.
I think it is. It might be. It might be.
Which part of it would be illegal?
I mean, if we're insinuating that it involves kids, then I think it would be illegal, especially if it involves like.
But I don't think anybody's claiming.
If it involves fantasy of molestation of kids, yeah, I think it would be illegal. And if it is illegal, then I really think that you wouldn't report it to the police, though. I mean, not even out of question.
Well,
it's not illegal.
Can't get also RuneScape. It bores me.
But you wouldn't report it to the police at all, right?
I think this one because she mentions in the
but you didn't know he had a foot. Well, now you know, bitch.
I posted the clip for you guys. You guys can watch it. But one of the things she says is that it's like, how do you know if the other person?
Did the anti-fans ask for your consent to know? Nope. They'll just tell you, I guess.
Someone do it, right? And I think that to mean would actually like act out the fantasies of like molesting her daughters, whatever the fuck. And she says something like that. She doesn't know, like if she'd be able to stop him, basically, or she like fantasizes about like how far she let him go. So this woman is like actively fantasizing about her daughters being molested. So yeah, I think that's pretty fucked. So I think that might be. So I think, hold on. So I think it might be reasonable to have somebody look at that. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, right? And
I mean, isn't that in a bedroom? Hello, like, are we just like gonna keep skipping over the fact that it's role play and they don't actually want to do it? Isn't that hello? What the fuck? Are we gonna keep skipping over that?
I think you guys need to like use your own judgment there. And I don't know anything about this woman, her personal life, whatever the fuck. The husband claims she's out of the house, and I hope that's true. But I think a rational person might hear that this woman's fantasizing her daughter's been molested, and think they might.
I think a rational person might hear that. Okay, it's like the way that he speaks is even manipulative, right? Like Alice here is absolutely correct, right? Like using a lot of I think, I feel, right? These statements like paint a picture of Dooby being unsure. Why? because he knows like the morality part of it is not on his side, right? He knows that if you get down to the nitty-gritty details, it's not on his side, right? Which is why he has to go to I think, I feel, right? Anytime anybody says that, including if you get into a fight with your girlfriend, by the way, or your boyfriend, doesn't matter, all right? Anybody who uses I think, I feel all the time and never gets down to the facts of it is possibly resorting to abusive partner tactics, okay? Keep that part in mind. Keep that part in mind, all right? Like, trust me, anybody who spams that kind of usage is 100% like sus, okay? They're sus, all right?
Right.
So, okay,
to be clear, I don't think that would, but hold on, to be clear, I don't think that's anything that, like, Destiny's done that's illegal. That's just this lady's fucking crazy and he shouldn't have been engaging with her.
right. So then let's get the police to her house, right?
I think you're right. Of course I'm
if
right.
she's not in the house with kids. Well, again, the husband says that she's not in the house.
It's like the satanic panic. All their concerns are from their own fanfic. Yes. And also to obsess over a completely random motherfucker like Steven, right? Like, it's so fucking delusional. It's insane, right? Like, shouldn't you have your own life to, like, do? I feel like I don't agree with you, but I think that is okay. I was going to get one guide by you, but I just realized what you were doing.
For the kids, if that's true, then no. If she were, then I think it's reasonable.
Does she have any custody in
Good
any way
one.
here at all?
If she did, I would say it's reasonable to call CPS.
You can slowly see the realization going over my face. You don't even have to defend the roleplay isn't real position, which is correct, by the way, because we still don't even have the evidence it happened. Exactly. Yes. 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 Do you have a recording? You fucking weirdo.
I mean, you were talking about. Okay, so but you were talking before that she didn't want because that she didn't want CPS to be called. It wasn't that? What were you talking about?
She's not in the household and she has no like contact with them right now, which is what the husband claims, that she's in therapy, whatever the fuck.
Okay, so therapy doesn't equal not in the household, though.
Meow, 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 meow.
But if she does have access to the kids, I think it would be reasonable to call CPS on someone like that because she's fantasizing about her kids being molested. Like, that's
And the husband is not right.
So far as I know, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't think just based on his reaction to learning that this was happening, it doesn't seem like he has these kind of thoughts.
Yeah, you know, in this case, I think that the CPS should look into it anyway, right? What harm would it be if this is what's happening? What harm will come if the CPS and the police looked into it anyway and they found nothing?
Yeah, maybe sure.
Right? What harm would come? See, I don't have that information, but like you would think that it's weird to me that you would like kind of wave away the fact that like, oh well, they didn't want the kids to downplay because they didn't want CPS to go. Well, maybe they should, right? I mean, right? Maybe they should come. Maybe they should go there.
Potentially, yeah.
Right? No, not potentially. They should. If this is the situation and we're not sure what the husband is complicit in, we're not sure about what if the wife has access to the children, if she's fantasizing about things, then absolutely, yes, maybe we should do that, right? But again, you're kind of hedging, saying that.
No, I'm curious. Like, are you personally advocating for calling CPS?
Am I personally advocating? Yeah, sure, yeah. I would call CPS on somebody on this person if all these things you're saying are true, right? If all these things you're saying are true, and this is something that CPS should look into to ensure that the children are safe. I don't see a problem with making sure the children are safe. Do you? If she's innocent, if everything's innocent, if it's innocent, everything comes out, golden, perfect, fine, nothing's wrong, nothing was lost, nothing of value was lost. Right?
Well, no, you have to be real. You got to be realistic, though. Like, the reality is that calling CPS and CPS bring the kids, that can be traumatic.
Yeah, absolutely, it can be traumatic, right?
So don't say that like nothing. It's like no big deal. Like, it is a big deal. Okay, so if that's what you're advocating for, then I mean, I think you might be. Right.
So I agree that it can be traumatic for the kids that being interviewed about things. But you know what also is really traumatic for kids is like knowing that their family wants to molest them, right? Isn't that also traumatic? Yeah, also no doubt. So no doubt that they know these things, right?
I don't know.
That the kids are. Do you think that they keep it a secret from the kids, or?
I would hope so. I would hope that the father's not telling, and the mother isn't talking to the kids about their fucking fantasies. Like I would hope the kids don't know about this.
So, and also in this case, like you would want to make sure that Destiny doesn't have any custody or association or ability to get access to Nathan, right?
No, I wouldn't support that. I don't think there's any reason to think that this is like. So my belief, right, is that this is something that she was pushing, and he went along with it. But I still think it's extremely fucked up for him to go along with.
Wait, now they're calling CPS? I think the point. Sorry, I missed what she was saying, but I'm assuming that if the discussion of CPS ever came up, like if you actually had evidence, like wouldn't you have called CPS by now? Like obviously that's a really extreme thing to say, right? That is a really extreme thing to say, but like let's be honest, okay? If they knew they were doing something illegal, there's enough evidence and like yeah, there's enough to go after them, right? Why wouldn't an anti-fan have called CPS by now, right? Or not, or maybe they did try to call CPS, but then like CPS was like, fuck off.
I don't think it's like a fantasy that he has, as far as I know. But no, I absolutely would not support people.
I'm just saying, I think I might be the only person asking the right questions. Who knows? Okay, who knows? I might be the only person asking the right questions. Okay, maybe I'm the last good person.
Anything on him for this?
Maybe, like, okay, I don't even think these are hard questions. Okay, I think these are questions that people should be asking anyway, right? Like,
I just wanted to bring up one more thing that's kind of unrelated to this, since we kind of
sure. Well, I'd like you to get all your accusations out. That's what I want. Because I see all the time, like, speaking as if like the snarkers are doing crazy shit or whatever. So I just want to get all the accusations out.
Right. That's exactly what I want to do next with the snarkers, right?
Sure.
Like, you understand that people are still being actively doxxed, like just for having association with. I'm not going to say who or where because I don't want people to go
by who though? Oh, you mean by some other organization or group or whatever?
Yeah, they're directly associated with these. With the
How?
Right.
How?
How?
Yeah,
because they know them. They're in the same server. They're in the same servers as them. They visit the same places.
What's the evidence for that?
And again, with the evidence for that, well,
next weekend there's another town hall about Destiny. Can you make a screenshot? Can you show it to me?
I've personally seen it.
You've seen? Wait, hold on. How do you tell somebody from that community, apart from another person? Like, how do you know these are the same people and that people are being doxxed?
This specific person that I am talking about has a verified account. Has an account that I know to be theirs. And I'm not going to say who it is.
Wait, hold on. If somebody's like, wait, listen, no, stop. Wait, listen, stop talking. If somebody's like doxing people, you should expose them. You should talk about it publicly. So don't protect this guy.
The only reason I don't want to is
you need to expose.
It's announced at the end of this video.
Jesus
Christ.
The reason I don't want to is because the person who was doxed, I don't think wants people to know that they were doxed. So I don't know if they're doing something with that. So
is there somebody on Twitter? Was there something on Twitter?
No. It wasn't on Twitter.
Well then, okay. So I'm curious.
I can give you information after the fact. Okay.
No, you can just damage me right now because again, I've been so prior to like the last week or so, I wasn't deeply involved in all the shit. Right when he started.
Mr. Girl isn't still writing his AI physics paper. Mr. Girl, I love Mr. Girl, okay? He's such a schizophrenic, like, Dunning-Kruger motherfucker, okay? He thinks he's so smart. He's smart in some ways. But, like, he is grossly overstating his intelligence in all subjects. All right? So fucking stupid, bro. What a fucking retard.
Accusing me of trying to get his son to be fucked with or whatever. Dude. That's when I got deeply involved. Right? Part of that.
Oh, yeah, join my Discord server, discord.gg/Foodshops. We're friendly, unlike them.
I would just talk shit when it came up. But other than that, I've been doing what I've always been doing. So for the last week or so, I have been involved, and I have not seen anybody advocate for that kind of shit at all. In fact, even somebody like would make a joke about it, that person is like immediately banned. Like they want nothing to do with that. So if you have like strong, wait 1 second, if you have like strong like evidence or claims that that Jay Stalk or Queeman or myself or anybody connected is involved with this kind of stuff, then I think you need to present it.
I've already sent it to the people that matter. If that makes any sense to you.
Okay. So can you tell me?
I've already sent it to the people that matter. So
okay. So again, so you said earlier when I brought up like Jay Stalk and Queeman, and you said no, you're not saying they're doxing. Like, so if they're not doxing,
no, I said that they were snarking. I said that they were snarking.
What the fuck is
snarking?
Wait, hold on. What is snarking?
So specifically, they are perpetuating information about people that is untrue, and they're using that information against them.
Like what?
To, I mean, the whole thing that's going on with all the stuff we just went over, the alleged stuff, right? And just the general commentary about people. Like, let me give you an example.
Commentary.
Yeah, so general commentary.
Isn't that what YouTube like, is built on? Is commentary about events and streamers and shit? Hold on, wait 1 second. No, I'm gonna wait, please. When Destiny's making videos about Hassan, is he snarking?
No. Well,
why?
Yes, he is snarking. Except it's justified snarking, okay? Cause fuck Hassan. All right, that's why. Okay. Technically, I am snarking the snarkers. Okay, the snarking. Okay, the reason why like we point out the snarking and why it's like bad in their case is because they're like doing coordinated, like they're the ones who are initiating it, right? They are the people who are initiating it, right? Just to be very clear, right? They are the initiators, right, of the snark wars, right? Because it matters who starts it and it matters who ends it, right? Sorry, it matters who is defending, right? Like just to be very clear. Okay.
Why? Yes, he is. Okay, so by that standard, he deserves to be doxxed?
No.
Why? Why is there a different standard for these people?
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna say that you can make an argument. Okay, let's just say, listen, okay, not to Fed post, okay, let's just say vote.org, okay, vote.org in Minecraft, in Roblox.
That's me.
What do you mean? I never said anybody deserved to get doxxed.
Oh, well, then why the fuck are you supporting his doxing?
I don't support his doxing. What do you mean?
Okay, so you don't support him doxing?
No, I don't support.
Well, can you support doxing?
Like, what's the okay? So to be clear, you're
maybe maybe it's because I'm like too edgy. Maybe it's because I'm crazy. Okay, maybe listen. It could entirely be the case I'm crazy. Okay?
You're a fan of a dude. You're a fan of a dude who's doxing people for snarking, quote unquote, which is really just criticism, which has always been like he's done this countless times over the fucking year. Everybody on fucking YouTube, all these commentary streamers, they all fucking do this. So
whoa, disavow, this, right? Frank,
he's
disavow,
how he killed
disavow, Frank,
and complaining that his community doesn't go further.
Disavow.
And you were supporting this guy for some fucking reason. I don't understand why. Like, so what is the other side, quote unquote, done that justifies you
Dooby,
standing.
what do you mean?
Please stop 1 second. What has the other side quote unquote done to justify you standing with him and not with them?
I'm sorry, hold on. You would rather me not support Destiny, but support you when you actively say, and I know you said this, you had a reason to say this, but you would rather actively me stay in the circle when you say, oh, I would not mind having pedophiles and other people and terrorists and ISIS members in the server. That's something you advocate for.
Can you lay that out for me? Like, so what actually said?
But I mean, like, what?
No, wait, hold on.
Right. You actually, right. I understand you said that. There's a guardrail that you, yeah.
Can you just lay it out for me? And can you tell me why that position is crazy?
Yeah. So the reason why it's crazy is because we have those rules to protect against those people. And I understand you want to have conversations with these people, but having them actively run around your server without the type of like guardrails that you would expect.
Okay, this is why I asked you to lay it out for me. Because the core part of that like fucking position is that it can't happen now because we don't have the built-in protections.
I see you, Drummoth.
So you saying that it can't happen because wait 1 second.
Yeah, you can clearly see Stasi in the fucking server, right? Like Stasi.
But it can't happen because we don't have the guardrails. Tells me that you either weren't listening to me or you were and you chose to like leave that part out.
No, I was listening to you because I know.
Why would you say without the guardrails? As if I mean, wait, hold on. I would say,
but
please,
you still already have people on the server.
Whoa, disavow, guys. We are against doxing in this space. Am I right, guys? We are against. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm basically doing the same thing that Queen and J-Stock does. Like they go like, guys, we disavow snarking. We disavow doxing, right, guys? Right, guys. We disavow these things. I'm doing that thing. Okay, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing that thing.
You think that I have pedophiles on the server? That like people that I know are pedophiles? I'm just leaving them here?
Disavow, guys. Disavow.
Answer the question.
There are people on the server that you know.
Who's Stasi? Oh, don't worry. He's just the anti-fan who doesn't really have a YouTube channel. Okay, don't worry. I just recognize names. Okay, listen. I'm a name recognizer. Okay, I've recognized names. Okay, that's what I do.
Like it's shit. What is the word? I can't even pronounce it. The thing where they're just 17, they're not actually a child. Like you know that these people are on the server. You have dog fuckers. What's a terror on the server?
Dog fuckers? What? Okay, I don't know what. Okay, we're gonna be very specific here.
These people.
No, Alice, please don't fucking scramble around. So be very specific.
Okay, she is Alice.
You just claimed that there are people on the server that are pedophiles or attracted to children that we, like the mod team and myself, know are on the server and we're leaving them here. Can you name a single one?
Isn't Terry on the server?
Okay, 1, Terry's not a pedophile. 2, Terry was banned fucking like a year ago. And
wait,
listen, to be clear, wait, stop, Alice, please stop. What he was banned for is behaving like Destiny, targeting people that I thought were mentally vulnerable, and he would target them. Women, to be clear, like adults, but still mentally vulnerable adults, and I thought that was really fucked up, so I banned him. So don't bring up Terry. Terry's relevant. Please, Terry's relevant. So please tell me, name a single person.
Dooby, you said that it was a mental illness. Dooby, you said it was a mental illness, and not like yeah, right. You're treating it as an illness, which is fine.
Okay, you just
right, but you're criminalizing it.
Alice, wait. The issue right now is you don't.
Okay, the issue is that when I say that PDF philia is a mental illness, when I say that, I don't think like even then I wouldn't make the kinds of insane statements or prescriptions that Dooby is saying, right? Like, sure, I can say it's a mental illness because I think by definition, a mental illness is a state of mind or condition that prevents you from like participating in society like effectively, right? That's kind of what a mental illness is to me, to my definition, right? But that doesn't mean you have to surround like PDFs with a bunch of children, or you surround a child with a bunch of PDFs, right?
So when I say it's mental illness,
like, are the PDFs also labeled in your fucking server?
I mean that it's a paraphilia. So like a
paraphilia. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah, hold on. It's a recognized like mental issue that these people have. They don't choose to have this attraction, right? So that's what I mean. I mean it's an actual like mental condition. So, but I'm asking you, like, be very clear and specific. Don't run away from this. I want you to be very clear and specific because you just made a claim that we know that there are pedophiles on the server and we're leaving them on here. So please name.
Are you saying that paraphilia is not pedophilia? Is that?
There are multiple times. Wait, okay, this one you don't know anything. So a paraphilia is like a category of like mental health issue that has to do with like sexual attraction. So it could be like you want to fuck chairs. That's a paraphilia, right? So again, just be very specific. You said that we have people on the server who are pedophiles and we know they're here right now and we're leaving them here. Who?
So who was the guy that was on the web panel that was in the server for a while? He came on the web panel and it was you. Yeah, that guy.
Why was Nightcloud on that panel?
I don't know. Why was he?
Okay, Nightcloud was there because I banned him for talking to like a 17-year-old.
Okay, so you banned him.
Actually, no. Hold on. It wasn't even for that. So I think it was like he claimed that the person lied about their age or whatever.
Oh, I think I know what they're talking about. Oh shit. It's that one person who was fuck were they doing? I'm pretty sure they're like a PDF was talking to a 17-year-old on the channel, but like it was so obviously out in the open to the point where, guys, I'm not joking when I say this. Like, this is like some deep lore, okay? There was once this panel in Twitch poll there was once this panel in Twitch poll where there was a PDF on the panel, like a confirmed PDF, and there's also a 17-year-old on the same panel. All right. And apparently, like the PDF is like their pet or something like that. Something fucking insane. All right. And then, yeah, like that was live, by the way. That shit was live. All right. It was insane. I remember watching a clip of it. I think I wasn't actually there. But yeah, this is some ancient, like beneath the iceberg lore. Okay.
Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like I think that the reason I actually banned him is he started saying things like he would fuck a 15 or 16-year-old. So that's why I banned him. So hold on. But Alish, if you watch that, you know, Alish, no.
That panel was hosted by Wick.
Oh, he's been banned for fucking a long time, a very long time. Ever since that panel, when I found out, right, before the panel, I found out he was in this and he had this belief, so we fucking banned him. And if you listen to that, hold on, but Alish, if you listen to that, it's fucking impossible that you wouldn't know that the reason we were having that fucking argument is because I banned him. That's why we were having the argument in the first place. So why the fuck would you say that we left him on the server if the entire reason we had the big argument was because I banned him?
He's still on the server. What do you mean?
No, he's not.
I think you should stick to things that Dooby himself has claimed that he does, right? Like you should make him explain how he takes fucking pictures of CP, how he takes pictures of CP, all right, himself. Why? Why does Dooby take pictures of CP, okay? Just ask him the question. Make him say the words. Journey before destination, CP before FBI, prison before 50. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
If you think he's running alt, tell us what the alt is, we'll ban it.
What's his username?
I don't know. His account's been banned by Discord a bunch of times. I don't fucking know.
Nyklot, NYKLOT, right?
Yeah, he's not on the server. I don't know.
Nyklot has been banned for months. He went on Wick stream and said that he would do things with a 17-year-old if it meant that he could get back on an enemy.
Yeah, he said he would have to.
This snark is accepted. Hey,
I see. Like have sex with a 15-year-old.
Hey, you know, I make a lot of obscure references, so
it was like political enemy, right? And so yeah, he's banned. And so again, I'm asking again. You're saying that right now we're aware pedophiles are on the server and we're leaving them here. Who?
Hold on, let me see if let me check something because I'm seeing in the server.
You're probably seeing people post funny pictures of him because he's weird looking, which we allow because he's a piece of shit. But and to be clear, he also posts those pictures of himself. So there's like one where he's like wearing a fucking Hamas head scarf thing. Others where he's like really fat. Others where just like fuck with him. Those pictures are funny.
So okay, I think maybe he's still.
That does not mean that he's on the server. I'm sorry. What?
Well, I don't know. He was searchable in the side chat. He was searchable in like the search bar. So well, right now. Okay.
No, if he's searchable, I can answer that. If he's searchable, we did have an incident where
20 more subs. Let's go. Ooh, still 20 subs away. Jesus Christ, things are not looking good, guys.
She goes, stop, don't, stop, and then she doesn't really want.
Hey, thanks for the 5 of sterling. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Months before he was banned, a lot of people were making accounts impersonating him and using his name.
Over.
So it could very well be one of those impersonator accounts using his name. But he has actually been banned off the server for a few months.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine then. That's fine then. Then I'm just wrong. But I mean,
so if there's anybody else who we have on the server is a pedophile that you're aware of.
I mean, the fact that you are okay. I'm gonna walk back that claim that you have pedophiles on the server. I more so wanted to zone in on the fact that you said that you wouldn't mind having pedophiles on the server, which like is and this is like
better. Yes, take the things that he is literally saying, right? Unless you know beyond the shadow of a doubt about something. Unless you know there's beyond the shadow of a doubt and you have evidence of it, okay? Don't make any claims on your own, okay? Criticize his actions because the things that he has said that he's going to do or has already done is already crazy enough, right? Like, just to be very clear, Dooby has already said enough things to effectively cancel his entire server, right? Like, just to be very clear, he has said enough things, more than enough things to obliviate his server, okay? Like, that is unhinged for an admin to say, right?
Dan, what you're saying behind
or
that you
what your priorities are.
You want to treat them as people, and right? Was that, I don't want to
know what the conditions are for that again.
Just to be
no,
clear.
I'm asking you. I don't want to quote you.
You don't need to ask me. I told you like 3 times now. So the condition is, hold on, right now we cannot. Because the built-in protections are not there. Right, so because they're not there, I can't. But if there were built-in protections, that meant we could like guarantee the safety of the minors.
That's insane,
if
right?
all the messages and all the interactions were being scanned and
I mean, there's a really simple question you can ask him, okay? Guys, you guys don't have to go to like really, really crazy questions. You don't have to go to crazy questions, okay? All you have to do is ask him this, all right? Why do you have the minor tag? Why do you have the minor tag? Very simple question. No good answer from Dooby, okay? He hasn't given the answer to this, all right? Ask the simple questions, okay? Ask the simple questions, all right? Just ask the simple questions, and don't worry, all will be revealed in time, okay? After you ask the simple questions, of course.
You're being reported if they're inappropriate. Yeah, whatever. And so at that point, if you even attempt something, if you're reported.
I still think that's a problem. I don't understand why you don't think that's a problem.
So what I'm talking about there is an ideal world where there's like perfect protections for this kind of shit, and we can have these people on the server where they're not a danger to any of the minors on the server, because if the moment they try anything, they're immediately going to be reported by Discord and banned or whatever the fuck, and their accounts will be disabled. So what I'm talking about is an ideal world there, right? But that is not this world. So you're saying, oh, why would I be on the server? If you said that if this ideal world existed, you would allow this thing that you're not allowing currently. That's fucking ridiculous. But secondly, you didn't answer my other question. Hold on, you didn't answer. Actually, I'm curious. I'm sure you've heard Destiny's ethical CP argument, right? Where it'll give a pedophiles access to child porn so they could jerk off to it if it meant that they wouldn't molest children. And do you support that argument?
Well, the thing is that he gave an argument. You're actually labeling and handling CP by yourself, right? Fuck. Dooby should come in and debate me. Tempted.
Yeah, you support that argument?
Do I support that argument? Not necessarily, no.
Not necessarily, no.
No, not necessarily, no. Especially if it would depend on whether or not the material was if there were children actually being harmed. And I disagree also.
We're talking about child porn. Of course, there are children being harmed.
Yeah. Well, then no, I disagree.
Okay, so to be clear, you said the reason you could not be like on my side, quote unquote. I'm not asking you to be on my side, to be clear. I just want you to be like consistent. I want you to be consistent about your like righteous fury. Okay, so you're mad at the Snarkers for criticizing, making videos about Destiny when it does dumb shit. But you're not mad at Destiny for doxing people, encouraging his community to like swat people and shit.
Wait, hold on. I already said that that's not right.
Okay, so then why are you supporting him? And you're making like little drawings and shit for him about the evil Snarker cabal and how he's going to fight them and shit like.
Well, that was a request from Wick, personally, but
Wick is a fucking.
that wasn't actually.
Hold on, but to be clear, I've seen you in the chats and shit, like when I'm on the stream, whatever, when I was arguing with him, supporting him. So I'm asking, like, why? Like, what is the thing that you think I've done or they've done that justifies that?
So I personally support him because I agree with his politics. That is the main reason why. But I agree
with most of his politics too. It's irrelevant.
Okay, right. But I think like you're slinging mud. I think that you're slinging mud when you're trying to point at different things that he did versus things that you've done and you've said. And I understand that in most cases that we're taking a lot of these things out of context and we're kind of taking these things. Huh? We already went around in a circle on this. Okay.
Yeah, I understand, but I think that what's happening is actually you're seeing things, and then you're.
Just get YouTube Premium. It's not hard.
Pretending that they're out of context when you have no reason to believe that.
I don't think I'm pretending at all. We already admitted that they were out of context.
Okay, then give me a context for this screenshot.
We already
want to because the reality is you're.
No, we already went through. We already went through this. Like we're not going to go through again if we already went through it, right?
Alice, you're being silly. So again, I posted in the Town Hall question channel. You just look at it. So like, give me the context where you think this is fine. So like normal, okay. And it isn't just him having this fantasy of like child molestation. Which again, if you think that's fine, just fucking say it. Don't pretend it's out of context.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I've seen like 100 times, right? But again,
right. So
every single thing that you posted has been hedged with allegedly, maybe, probably, in my mind, right? Have you been hedging those things by saying
no? I think
Destiny. In my opinion, you can draw the conclusion.
Oh my god, I'll be very clear. I think Destiny has a child molestation fetish. He does. I'm just gonna say Destiny has a child molestation fetish very clearly based on.
So what? Roleplay? Do we even have evidence that the roleplay itself even happened? I have huge fantasies lately related to babysitters, either MMF or FFM. Oh, this is a classic fetish. You mean like a grooming fetish? Like a groomer fetish? Bro, everybody, dude, there are people who have been touched as a kid or like gotten into SA situations as a kid who has these fetishes. Trauma-induced sexual fantasy, right? Trauma-induced sexual fantasy, right? Like these sexual fantasies are not indicative of actual harm, okay? Just to be very clear, all right? Otherwise, we'd have a lot more cases on our hand, all right? Trust me. But it's normal for people who have been through like crazy shit to have their sexual fantasies shaped by very early life experiences, okay? Like, it's so stupid because, like, you find that these anti-fans, right? These anti-fans, like, they would hone in on stuff that is, like, if you ever touch grass, right? Like, if you ever touch grass and you talk to a woman, like, if a woman ever talked to you about, like, their sexual fantasies, like, you'll figure out, like, exactly what is common and what is not common, right? You'll figure that out once you talk to enough women, all right? But it's such a self-report. It's such a self-report for all of these guys to essentially like virtue signal about like how this is a crazy fantasy because it's like, well, you're just self-reporting that you never talk to women, right? Because a lot of women have been SA'd as a kid, okay? A lot of women were diddled as a kid. Their sexual fantasies are typically involving getting groomed, gape fantasies, right? SA fantasies, right? Extremely common. More than 60% of women have them, I think. And that's self-reported, I think. 70%. Like, if you talk to a woman IRL, if you even touched a woman outside of your mom, like, you would understand, okay? You would understand, all right? But it just goes to show that these people never touch grass, right?
Screenshots and shit that I've seen. I would consider this. I consider this DM right here that I posted in the Town Hall Question channel.
If I have to hear another woman asking for choking or CNC, yes, they love that shit. Yes.
Be evidence of him having a child molestation fetish. So please tell me why you think that's not true.
Why do I think it's not true?
Yeah, why do you think I'm lying about that?
Oh, or maybe they lack a mother's touch. Maybe think about that. Maybe they lack a mother's touch, and maybe that's why they're like that. Really makes you think, right? Oh, so that's why they crave a mommy all the time. Oh, okay, I understand now.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, again, we already went through this because I said it doesn't say anything about children. Like,
okay.
We already went through this. Like, I don't know why you're
but Alice, you gotta be like, just be like, I don't know why you degrade yourself this way. So when I asked earlier, like, why would I?
Is Dooby being misogynistic? I think Dooby is being misogynistic here. Or am I tripping? Like, he's saying, why are you degrading yourself this way? You're being silly, right? Like, he's using a lot of terms that he's not using with guys. Does that make sense? Like, just notice the way he's talking, right? You're being silly. You're degrading yourself. What? Degrade? What the fuck? Like, would you ever use that with a guy? What the fuck? 100% misogynistic. Super misogynistic, right? Like, just to be clear.
That's like a classic manipulation technique. I don't know what.
I mean, like, what else am I expecting from a liar who is a groiper, right?
You're degrading yourself.
Hold on.
Hysterical woman. You're just crazy. Crazy making, right? You're such a crazy woman. You're delusional.
That's not a manipulation technique. I'm telling you, you're degrading yourself.
No, it is.
Because
hold
on. When it says older baby.
I feel and I think that you're delusional, says Dooby, probably.
So it starts messing around with a younger person, right? And they teach them to get really good at sex and start bringing friends around to mess with them. Like, I asked you, why would like an adult need a babysitter? And you said, well, maybe they got Down syndrome. Like, that is like,
yeah, but then we also went through. Yes, it is. We also went through.
You agree you made a ridiculous response. And
yeah. Yes, I can agree.
No reason to believe that he's not talking about fucking. Okay, there's no reason to believe that he's not talking about a child there.
Okay, so no, I'm not going to really talk about a child again. We went through the whole thing with like school teachers. And hold on, I want to. And I know that you're going to think that I'm running away or changing the topic, right? But I really want to say that, like, the reason why I really feel.
You know what? Good on Alish, okay? Good on Alish. Good on Alish for putting up with this dumb fuck, okay? She needs support, okay? If you find Alish on Discord or something, just DM her something nice, okay? DM her something nice, all right? Because fuck this, okay? Like I hate how, like, in the middle of a server full of, like, Dooby worshippers and, like, groipers and PDFs and, like in Dooby's home turf, that she is getting, like, bullied around by Dooby, like, talked down condescendingly. I think you guys should give Alish support. Yeah, absolutely. Either a debate partner, either she needs a debate partner, or she needs a DM, okay? Because, wow, like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, this is the food shopper, right? She's one of us. She's one of us. All right? We got to back up our own. Because otherwise, who's out there to look out for us? No one else. No one else out there is going to be looking out for us, okay? We got to look out for ourselves, okay?
Like, these people are the snarkers and the snarkers.
The truth holders. That's who we are. Truth holders.
It's really dangerous because they'll take people out of the community, anybody out of the community, and they'll just automatically assume that they're a rapist. They're a dog fucker. They're a JSOX chat.
Okay, did somebody in there call you a dog fucker? Is that what you're upset?
Yep.
Okay, so you're siding with a guy.
Yeah, so...
Hold on, to be clear, you're siding. Just look at it from their perspective. So from their perspective, Destiny's been calling for these people.
Yeah.
Listen, Destiny's been calling for these people to be doxxed for like over a year now, right? So that anybody in this community is open season.
Actually, Alish is a really cool person. I want to be her friend. She is friend worthy, I think. Based.
The fair game for doxing and targeting. And then you come to the chat and you defend this guy who's been calling for all of them to be doxxed, right? And like, why the fuck would they be nice to you?
So, but you agree that like they're going after me because
you're in there. The guy who's calling for.
Oh, you won't be my friend. We're in like a situationship.
To be doxxed.
I wasn't even necessarily defending anybody. They just knew who I was.
Don't lie to yourself. I've seen you. Yes, you were. Don't lie.
Okay, what did I say?
I've seen you in there downplaying what's being said, calling them liars, and making things up. Like I've seen you. Like obviously, you obviously aligned yourself with these people.
You've seen me in JSOX chat, but you didn't know
commercials. Frank, the reason why there's so many commercials is because I have to make money. Okay, you can also donate.
It's happening.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
I know that if you're here, you probably have disposable income.
I saw them being mean to you. I think you deserve them being mean to you because you're defending a guy who has been calling for them to be doxxed and targeted for over a year.
But you didn't know this was happening 2 seconds ago, and all of a sudden you told me this was happening.
I think actually when you do that, you deserve them being mean to you. Actually, So
what?
I deserve it.
Wait, is Dooby just saying she deserves to be harassed? That's what he means, right? Like, really? Because I know that Dooby, I know that Dooby is probably going to be like, I know that Dooby is probably going to be like, oh, well, I wasn't calling for harassment. I was just saying, like, don't blame if, like, people are mean to you. No. The wording may be the same, but because the situation and context is different, and because it's Dooby saying it, it is automatically harassment, okay? Because Dooby is a snarker who initiates fights, all right? What Dooby actually means is dox this motherfucker, harass this motherfucker, go after this motherfucker, okay? That's what Dooby is saying, all right? Oh.
Okay.
Yes, users are people. Okay, when you go into a community that's been targeted by a dude for over a year for criticism.
Also, I like how Dooby is so bitch-made that he'll never bring up my name in another person's stream, but he'll bring it up in his town hall, right? Because I don't remember who is the person who brought it up. I don't remember if it's Owlish or it's Dooby who brought up my name. But I like how he knows all about me, but then like he is too bitch-made to bring up my name like in any other context. Just a reminder that these people are all afraid of me, okay? Like, I'm saying, I'm the only person who nails down every single one of their actions to a T, okay? Nobody else nails down their actions to a T like I do, which is why they're scared, okay? That's why they're scared.
Claire, for just criticizing the guy and being in the server, and he says, "Oh, if you're in the server, I can fucking dox you and get my community to dox you." If you go into that space that they have, and you say, "Oh, well, the guy doxing actually he's not that bad," and you guys are exaggerating. Yeah, it's reasonable for them to be mad at you and to call you names. Yes.
Okay, so did I call any of them names?
It doesn't fucking matter. They don't need to be nice to you.
You said I was there. You said I was there. You said you were there. You said you saw everything. Where are they calling me? Was I calling them names? Was it
doesn't matter. You don't need to call them names for them to. Okay, you don't need to call them names for them.
But that's fine for them to do, right? Is that okay?
Yes.
For them?
Maybe the white hat PDF file is the white hat reference to the KKK.
Yes, that's what they're trying to do, and that's snarking.
No, it's criticizing you, mocking you for defending some dude who's trying to dox you.
You think that calling somebody a dog fucker is criticizing?
Yes, I think they're mocking you.
It's not. Okay, so no, I said criticizing, which like they're asserting things upon me. Well, they're calling me a pedophile.
No, so you think they call you a dog fucker? What they're actually trying to do is like they actually think you're a dog fucker, like for real.
Yep. Well, I don't know. You were there. You tell me. Okay, you have better social awareness than I do.
They were insulting you. Hold on, they were insulting you.
You have a better social awareness than I do. Were they being serious?
They were insulting. They're seriously insulting you. They don't actually think you're a dog. No,
it doesn't sound like that you were actually there. It doesn't sound like you were there for that conversation. It sounds like that you are hearing about this conversation for the first time. And
no,
you're like Trump. I'm hearing about this for the first time. It's never. I've never heard
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I saw it happening to you, and you deserved it for going in there to a community that has been threatened with doxing to defend the guy threatening to dox him. Yes, you deserved it.
Okay, all right, I deserved it. Because
if you think that's justification to support the doxer, like you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, like that's stupid.
And you think it's fine that anytime I draw art for Wick in general, and especially Wick, do you think Wick deserves to be called a pedophile?
Wick is also like supporting the doxing. Wait, actually, I want to tell you something about Wick because Wick is like disgusting to me now. So Wick, yeah, he's a shit person, a ratty little and I hope he loses his stream and I lose his entire platform and has to go work at fucking McDonald's. I think Wick is a disgusting person. So and I'll tell you what. Hold on, and I'll tell you.
Wait, what? Can somebody clip this and send this to Wick? Can somebody clip this? Guys, this is recent. This is like really, really recent, okay? Can you guys like clip this and send this to Wick, please? Because I'm going to do that after stream. I'm going to do that after my stream, okay? Because I like clipping things for fun, okay? I got to prepare content somehow, okay? Jesus Christ, man.
Okay. So, Wick, I know Wick knows.
I got you on camera, Dooby. Click.
That I'm not encouraging people to target Destiny's son. I know he knows this. Because the day before he did that stream where he claimed that I was actually doing that, when I said, "Hey, when you dox people, you're targeting their children, so you're creating an environment where people's families are going to be harmed," he said that the reason I said that is because I'm trying to put it out there that they should dox Destiny's son or fuck his son, which is fucking ridiculous. Because the day before that, I actually messaged Wick about something related to Destiny's son where I thought he was in danger. Right? I saw something related to him that I thought he was like in danger, and I messaged him privately and I said, "Hey, Wick, this thing is happening. Can you please pass this to Destiny? Because I'm worried about his son being like harmed." And he did, and Destiny talked to his son, and I know Destiny talked to his son because his son said that I ratted him out to his dad. So I did the day before. And then Wick goes onto this fucking stream and pretends that I am actually trying to get people to fuck with his son. This is fucking ridiculous. And I know that. Wait, hold on. I know you don't because I kept it private. And I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to make the details public, right? Because I told him I wouldn't.
Can't clip right now. See, that's why you got to learn how to do OBS. Okay, you don't know how to clip just because you're in the middle of a stream. Really? Boot up OBS. Boot it up. Boot it.
And I don't want this to be like a vector to attack like him or anybody. But I think that Wick going on the stream and doing that when he knows, I know that he knows that I'm not okay with people fucking with his son. Is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
You're up late? Lynn, you know why I'm up late? Because I'm here for you, okay? Why the hell would I ever miss entertaining one of my most loyal and most long-standing fans, viewers, and Oilers? Why would I miss a moment? Why would I ever miss a moment to entertain the amazingly know.
So
that's fine, Jimmy. But like, do you think that it's okay for then? Do you think it's okay for? I don't see. First of all, I don't understand why you think that he's a piece of shit for that. Second of all, I don't see why you would think that he should lose.
Okay, can you tell me
that.
just like
Because
tell me why? Can you tell me why?
No,
Why am I a piece of shit for that?
But why are you saying that he should lose?
Even when complimenting people, I aura farm. Okay, I aura farm when I'm complimenting people. Okay.
Stream for that. Like, I thought that
Because he's doing harm. I think okay. I don't think he deserves to stream because he's doing harm to people, right? So there's a community
You
that's
think,
targeted.
you think he's doing harm to people?
Yes, I do.
You think he's doing okay? So you think he's doing harm to people? You
yes,
absolutely okay.
Can you tell me why?
So can I? I can't read your mind. I really can't understand.
Pull yourself out of your
Do you think
perspective. See it from someone
you think he deserves to get doxxed? Do you think he deserves to get doxxed?
Hold on. In fact, that's another thing. I actually messaged Wick because I was on Twitter and I stumbled upon his docs, right? So I messaged him like, "Hey, Wick, just
You stumbled upon Wick's docs. I'm just saying the average Twitter user probably is not stumbling upon Wick's docs, okay? Dude, what? What the fuck? Out of all of his lies, this one is particularly egregious.
Right, this is here. You should report. Yada yada. So he knows that I'm not supporting that either.
What
so
game
for him
are
to
you
go on there,
playing?
pretend that I'm not only like to pretend that I'm not only am I like encouraging people secretly to fuck with Destiny's kid, but also that I'm like part of some group that is like trying to encourage doxing, whatever the fuck, is like disgusting to me. That's like rat behavior, and I think he deserves to lose his platform because he's doing harm. I don't know what the fuck he's just a self-interested, disgusting piece of shit. And all that really matters to him is that somebody wronged him. And I.
Jesus Christ, Dooby, what is going on here? You have it really out for this guy. What did Wick ever do to you? I mean, like, at least Wick and I have beefed before, you know what I mean? Well, not beefed, but like, I've taken lots of shots at Wick, all right, in the past. Not anymore, because I'm like more than happy to create like a temporary alliance. After the alliance is broken and all the snarkers are dead, yeah, like I'll go back to making fun of Wick, okay?
And nothing, to be clear, I don't agree with the wrong that was done to him, but I had nothing to do with that. So for him to like lie about me that way is disgusting.
So you do think that he should? By the way, what?
Actually, I'll probably still make fun of Wick anyway, okay? You can take me out of the snarker community, you just can't take the snarker out of me, okay?
When did you see this on Twitter?
I'm sorry, what?
When did you see his doc on Twitter?
I'm not gonna tell you. I don't want people to go look for it.
Oh my god. Okay, of course, yeah. You're not gonna know.
I mean, he knows.
Oh my god, bro. Okay. Yeah, I really think that you know.
Wait, was that a Foodshops mannerism? Was that a Foodshops mannerism? Going like, oh my god, like yeah, like in the middle of a debate, and going like, yeah, okay, gotcha, okay. Ooh.
This Wick is not thinking straight. I don't know why the fuck you would say all that. Like
that's not a straight at all. He wanted to stream.
No, absolutely.
Alice, just shut up. You
let people call you a pedophile, Dooby. Come on, bro.
Alice, again, you went on a stream and lied about me, trying to get people to target a child. That is
got that snarker? No, it's a Foodshops mannerism. It's cute.
Disgusting. And again, he knows that is not true.
Pick the mulberry bush, producing a mulberry seed. Plant a blister, blisterberry seed.
You a pedophile and you don't care, and this is where you draw the line.
Blister.
Okay, I'm drawing the line here because what Wick is doing isn't like a. So when somebody on the server calls me a pedophile, it's just an insult, or they might call me like a fucking jihadist or a Nazi or whatever the fuck. But when Wick did that big stream, he's doing it in support of a streamer, Destiny, who's been trying to dox me for over a year and has doxed multiple other people and is encouraging more doxing of people like that he thinks are connected to like these communities. So he is harming people when he lies like that. And so, like I said, I think he doesn't deserve a platform. I think he's fucking disgraced himself, and I think he should just go get a normal job.
Blisterberry.
Okay, yeah, Dooby, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna really hope that at some point you recant that. I'm gonna hope that you rethink that.
Dooby, you're like literally one of the most unemployed. Okay, you're one of the most unemployed motherfuckers on the face of the planet. Okay, I don't want to hear this. Okay. He's saying, oh yeah, like, Wick should just go and get a job. Okay, where does your income come from? Excuse me? What the fuck? Where does Dooby's income come from? Seriously, where does Dooby's income come from? What the fuck? I want to know. How's he paid so much? Inheritance money? Have he ever worked in retail in his life?
Why would I rethink that? Can you give me a reason I should rethink that? Like, so this guy lies about me in support of lies about me encouraging people to target a child in support of a fucking doxer who's been targeting people with no fucking justification for over a year, including me.
Yeah, blackmailing.
So why the fuck would I give him any kind of charity?
Because you're really like kind of you're really kind of like making weird lines in the sand when it comes to this. Like
that's a weird line in the sand. Okay, maybe
it's a weird line in the sand.
I don't know. I feel like it's a totally normal line. I feel like it's a totally normal line to have. Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna lie about somebody in support of a fucking doxer who's targeting the entire community based on lies, by the way, then you're a piece of shit.
And you're just okay. So I'm a piece of shit now.
I want to know too, so I can retire. Me too.
I
don't know. The piece of shit that was Wick. The piece of shit that was Wick.
I don't know why you're.
I think that you're a fan. I feel like you feel like these people brought you into this community where you found some kind of like companionship or friendship, and now you want to be on the side because you don't want to lose a friend or don't want to lose.
Wait, is this projection? Wait, was that projection? He's saying like, oh well, like now you're in this community, but you don't want to leave because you don't want to lose friends. Is that projection?
Like
Careful, Dooby. You're self-reporting, okay? You're
It's
self-reporting.
like I really fucked up to like kind of look with like that. Like that doesn't make
Why?
sense.
Okay, like why? Why? Would it be better if I
It
went
doesn't,
around?
no, it doesn't make any. It
Would it
doesn't
be
make sense to me
like,
because
hold on,
this
like
is why I'm seeing
Alish, think about it.
documentation.
Okay, Alish. So if I went around lying about Wick, advocating for
Bro, Alish, more like Wowlish, okay? W Alish, Wowlish, okay?
targeting a child in a situation where the people on the other side of that, the guy whose child that is, had been encouraging people to dox me for over a year, like, don't you think that's fucked up? Like, what are you gonna say, Dooby? You're a piece of shit for doing that?
Yeah, but I'm not sitting here going, I hope
Yeah,
that Dooby loses his entire. I don't know. I want Dooby to lose his entire fortune. I want Dooby to like.
He doesn't have a
fucking,
fortune. He has a small stream. It isn't very successful. It won't be successful because he has no charisma.
I'm
no
talking
reach,
about you.
no
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I understand. Right?
Right? Like I want you. I want you to lose your server. I don't want you to have a platform anymore. Like,
I want every one of my viewers to be a debater like this, okay? I want every one of my viewers, you don't have to be perfect, okay? I have already said, I've already criticized Alish, okay? I have. But if you're gonna go out and debate, okay? Ideally, you need to be like this, okay? Ideally, all right? You don't have to be, listen, okay? I'm not expecting people to be perfect debaters, okay? I'm really not expecting people to be perfect debaters, okay? But if you're gonna debate, okay? This is the way, all right? This is the way.
I was in this fucked up position.
I'm too scared? Don't be scared. Only by losing can you win, all right? Venturing outside of your comfort bubble, okay? I'm scared too. I'm terrified of debates, okay? But I still do them, right? If people enter my voice chat, they go into the weight room and, you know, they come in and, you know, they want to talk, right? I'm scared too. Any moment can be a moment where I look embarrassing, okay? But I know that at the end of the day, I'm living up to the principle that I think that people should be challenged, right?
Because he knows he's a failed streamer, and I think it's disgusting. I think he's disgracing himself, giving up all his principles for something that is going to fail me anyway. And I think it's
okay, all right. Well, you know what? No, we're just leaning one. I think that you're. I think yeah, yep. All right.
We'll bring the next person. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, you can bring up whoever you want.
W Alish. W Alish. Room for improvement, but overall, good job, okay? Overall, good job, all right? You don't have the full information, okay? You don't have full information of shit, okay? But good job. Yeah, nicely done. Now Dooby looks like a clown. Now he looks stupid, all right? Now he looks stupid because of how hard you attacked him. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. Fuck this guy. Also, you made him crash out against Wick, okay? That's a W, all right? So then at least I can clip for it later, all right? The best debaters don't have jobs to lose, or the best debaters are used to dealing with difficult people, so they know how to like talk effectively. I mean, it could go either way, right? If you're used to like getting people yelling at you in retail, right? You could be a pretty fearless person, dead on the inside, right?
Oh, okay, if you don't do that,
I'm saying.
Who wants to come up? Oh, you're bringing. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Enough. Hey, say hi to Dooby, guys. Hi, Dooby.
I don't really think of anything with those traumatic.
Who's breathing?
Okay, that's good. When I talk to people about like the stuff my father used to do, because my father was very old-fashioned. But like people have said it's sadistic, right? He would do stuff like if I cried at all, if I complained, I'd get hit, right? That sort of thing. For example, like when I was like 5 years old, we had puppies. Our pit bull had puppies. He didn't want them, so he called me into the backyard. He opened up a small dog food bag that was like empty, filled it with water, and then made me hold it open as he lowered the puppy into it, and then made me hold it closed as the puppy drowned. And, you know, I was crying and didn't want to do it. I dropped the bag and I was telling him no, and he hit me and said that, no, we had to do it. This was life, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, they made me drown the puppies. Stuff like that, right? There's like a lot of it. But then people have said that it's like abuse or traumatic or whatever, and I guess it is, but I don't feel like it's affected me, really.
What the fuck? I think this is fake. Okay? I think you guys are right. I think this is fake. But in case it is real, yeah, that explains why you're so fucked up on the inside. Bitch, by the way. That explains it. Yeah. I don't need to say that's why it explains it. Alright? That's why you're so fucked up. I understand. I get it. Alright?